His high energy scares me.
It is scary. Because
I'm like, you're uptight every second, like you're being electrocuted.
every
Or
day
on caffeine consistently. Like,
I'm convinced nobody else getting phone calls from this.
There you go. Wow! Wait, I almost counted my chicken.
it's not
And look what happened.
Imagine hearing that shit 3 a.m. in the morning.
like the kind of shows that the children watch. This is the adult version. This is the adult version of those happy-go-lucky songs that you should play for children. And
Okay,
this
here
is
we
the
go.
adult version.
Alright, so the last one was
I
in
know, I guess.
Let's not go in.
It's not annoying.
I'm curious.
It's funny.
Adderall.
Okay, we're gonna try. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Fine people use it. Them can, it's like most college people use it. It like to increase your focus and your memory. It make you hallucinate.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's getting you high and like your brain gets like it's like it's full experience when you look like say yeah.
I want that bitch to say not to me. There we go. There we go. We made it. Look good.
That thing though.
What's good?
It's addictive.
Yeah, that's what that
Right.
But it's giving false information.
and people taking it before exam. Open their mind.
You know, see, I was gonna say that. I was gonna keep my mouth shut like this.
Nope. For exam.
Now let me ask you something. Is it normal for thinkers to have expression? Because this bitch,
You realize that
I'm not understanding this severity.
marijuana doesn't do anything like that.
This needs to be
Like
explained.
hold on, I'm gonna go to some You ever wonder about that?
Okay, guess what? Somebody
Look,
that's not that tough.
because with all these drugs that were free, what purpose did they serve when what they do is destroy the body from the inside out? Wait, where's the phone? I want to ask what is the purpose of a cigarette?
That's okay.
Because
That's okay. Because
I
we're just
don't
going to
see
test out these
how
facts
that
anyway.
one fly. If you have gold that body, you're going to put over to
We're doing that shit.
Say, okay,
All right.
this is
Here we go.
allow humans.
So wait, which one did I try out? Okay.
Get addicted to this.
I tried that one. That one.
But you have to state what the purpose of the product is, don't you?
This is why do you put on
So what was the purpose of the cigarette?
We're gonna take it from the beginning.
Your phone is over
So
here.
y'all can see the
Over
skill.
here where?
Okay. Keep it going, but I have been killing this part. Or this part has been killing me. One of the two. Back, look at that. Rip, rap, rip. Let's get it. I'm sorry. Okay. Back. Boom. Okay. Let's relax here. Let's do it this way. That was a nice jump. Oh! Keep it going. Let's test out these pipes. You want to test the pipes out? I died on purpose because I want to see what's good with these pipes. Okay. Come on, man.
Yeah. I ain't do that. That night?
That'll be nice. You guys are expecting anybody?
Oh yeah, that's Ziggy. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, thanks. Yo, you can't just have people come here and sit up and
My fault.
I didn't even know he was still coming.
No, we were supposed to pick him up, but we were rushing here to set up, and I just told him just come and I told him call your phone. I don't know why call because we would have gone down and got him. Let's try something new. And we're going for. Oh, I'm Ziggs.
Yeah.
Let's try try something new. Let's focus on.
Yeah, that's a cheese.
Biggie is your stream, so you
Oh yeah.
good night, by the way.
Yeah. What are you
Hi.
doing? What copyrighted?
No, yeah, we're streaming, but it's okay.
Oh.
The girls are gonna be where they are. You can be where you are. Don't worry about it.
Hi, Cornelius.
Oh, Cornelius's in there.
So,
Let's go.
you good?
I'm fine, Biggie. How are
You're
you?
a guitar, look.
Hmm?
You're a guitar.
Thank you.
You know something? I'm looking at your head, and for a second, only because the hat was red, the first thing that ran to my mind is that, huh? Yeah, I thought he had a Make America Great Again hat because it's a red hat. I was like, oh shit. That because whenever you see a red hat, that's the only thing you think now.
That's fucked up, but yeah.
Okay, let's try something.
Yo. You're gonna knock us out.
One moment.
No, half of this, they're gonna get too much work, so. The time goes there, I'll take it go off.
Outside time.
Mad Monkey, what's going on, y'all?
You get to go off and then you go
Your
up on the
notifications are killing me, man. Your notifications are killing me.
What notifications?
They're making me die. When you post on the Twitter, it comes in on my phone and jerk the screen, so I die.
Oh crap. Okay, so I'll change the tweet.
No, don't check it out.
No. I'm gonna have them use my tweet. Wait, what? Someone's burning money.
Yep. It's an act of treason in humor, sir.
Keen, what's going on? Yo. All right.
Even when they do magic tricks, I used to find them $0 US dollar
And native people try them and show them. So
Monkey, what's up?
Name the nicotine, which increase the heartbeat and raise the blood pressure. Anyone who shoots them. That's all.
Why is a game like that?
I was looking up. What?
No, wait. Sasha's game is supposed to re-expand. Why is it not re-expanding?
I don't know. It's something you're gonna have to fix. So I was looking up what's the purpose of a cigarette, right? So it says originally answered, what was the purpose of a cigarette? It is a nicotine delivery system. Tobacco leaves grew naturally and native. People tried them by chewing them. Those leaves contain an active ingredient, namely nicotine, which increased the heartbeat and raised the blood pressure of anyone who chewed them.
We gotta try these. You're giving me too many damn options, my boys. Okay, we tried the third
What?
one.
Raising the blood pressure of anybody who chewed the tobacco. So isn't that killing you?
Yeah, that is.
So why would you create something like this and get people addicted to it? You remember the different strategies they did in order to get people addicted to nicotine, or at least encourage them to smoke this product?
Yeah, it's because they control it and they can tax it, so they make it legal, even though it can kill you at some point. Because they control it, they'll make it legal. If someone else controlled it and it was killing you, then it's illegal.
What the fuck is this?
Danny says, "What's up, girls?"
Hi, good night.
Talking about cigarettes.
Hey.
Just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me.
Sorry, God.
Next meter! Oh, there you go. Hey! Oh,
I think.
thing.
Huh?
Sugar. That thing is so addictive. But yet they put it in everything. Everything. I swear it's in the toothpaste.
4 o'clock.
It's like they just feed you on certain things that will slowly but surely kill you and promote it, get you, and market it to you, and get you addicted to it. Like,
You just say it like that.
people when they get addicted to certain things, I honestly wonder, do you wonder what was this product created for? What was the purpose of it?
You can come here and chill.
Why am I smoking? Why?
If you want to talk to them, Olivia, here, you can use this. Because if the headset's on you, then they can hear Sasha. So sorry, sleeping and whatnot.
Could you help me? Okay, I think I got it. Are you okay?
Like Spanish guys, I'm asking for a friend.
Why am I feel like me know would have
I'm not hearing anybody though.
Huh?
I'm not hearing anybody.
You're only in the room by yourself right now. Mad Monkey's not in the room, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Mad Monkey is there talking to you right now, so you don't have to worry about it.
I went to go jump, and then my shit said,
I'm asking for a friend. That's it. Who's
If I like Spanish guys,
yeah.
I honestly do not know because I've never met a Spanish guy.
She like her guy.
I like black men because I've only been introduced to real black men. I mean, to really familiarize myself with.
She have a guy here.
But yes, I have a husband.
She have a guy. I need to not die.
I recently got married. You're asking for a friend.
The friend is always the person asking.
If I would like to meet a Spanish guy, I guess at some point in my life I would expect to meet, other people from other races and all these other things. But yeah. I don't think I should have had this drink.
What is going on?
Whenever.
The game is not maxing out.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, good night.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Is Travis here?
I've tried. Yeah, he's here.
It counts in the room, but I'm not sure if they hear
Ask them
anything.
if I'm here. If they look at the stream, they'll
I
see me.
can hear you.
Can the stream hear us?
Because it sees us. Look, they can see me and you all the time. Yeah, because this camera's showing us and that camera's
Let
showing
him know
us.
that we can't hear you. I'm hearing you through the stream.
He
That's the only way I
says,
know you can hear us.
"Oh, he can't hear us.
What?
He's streaming. I mean, he's
Are you
watching
talking to him right now?
on. No, I'm talking to Triforce.
Confusion is what you're doing right now.
I'm sorry. I hear what you're saying. Hold on. I'm talking to Triforce now.
Yeah.
I'm saying he can't hear us. He's watching the YouTube, and that's how he knows that we can hear him, but he can't hear us.
But I'm watching your volume.
I don't know why he's unable to hear us.
Alright, give me a second. Let me double check. Cause sometimes the guys are just trolling.
I don't know why he's unable to hear us.
You hear that?
Oh, you just played that.
Yes, that's live. They're lying. They can hear you. He says stream can hear you.
That's not funny. Hello.
You sleep? Yeah, you want to sleep?
Yes, we want to sleep.
What?
He just finished Blaze.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, so
Just because me here, she said, oh, they're saying they can't hear me. Like, yeah, they might take advantage of it.
You have Chinese eyes for some reason. I never know you have the Chinese eyes.
what the hell is this now?
That's not funny. Okay, no, everybody gone silent. Ha ha ha.
I don't think that's a big problem. I think
We're looking
your
at
Wi-Fi
chat
is
if
working fast.
anybody at all.
Right, Ryan?
I wasn't talking.
I think your Wi-Fi is working.
Oh no, I don't use Wi-Fi.
No use.
What the hell?
Bro, use that.
Even better.
I don't do nothing online with Wi-Fi unless it's complete.
This thing is so freaking sweet.
Even better.
Rion, can you pass me a bottle of water, please?
Probably, but not right now.
Oh, I got something.
Charcoals, I want something to drink, man.
Hmm?
I want something to drink.
Once I set this up for the girls, me and you can talk while they're talking. Yeah.
This is disgustingly sweet. Thank you.
See, that's what the full screen was. My sorry is dead.
She's not dead. She's asleep.
She's sleeping.
I knew she wanted to sleep.
Charcoals, you watch the new Terminator yet?
No, I heard it was good. Like, real good. Who said they watched it? Lance.
Moonlight?
No, he watched it in the movies in America. He said Terminator, the new Terminator is the best Terminator ever. Like, ever. Yes. He said beats all the Terminators. All the Terminators. And it's,
Every time I Terminator
Which one may you
comes
watch?
out, people get their panties in one.
Which one may you watch?
I watch every Terminator.
I don't.
Oh no, they fucked up the timeline. This wasn't right.
No, they said they fixed it with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which one made you watch?
Which one I watch?
Me and you.
That was
At
literally
7.
the whole reason why they made the
Genesis.
was to fix the timeline.
I enjoyed that.
And they made a Terminator now that it makes every other Terminator official, but
I would like to watch it in 3D.
oh, in 3 they have it in Somber now. When we just passed by Somber, we saw it. The movie's there. Well, it's coming soon. It's not here. It's not
I
yet.
said the trailer with them and I said, yo, this I have to watch in 3D.
It is so real.
Sarah Connor has aged gracefully.
Did you see what they did to Arnold Schwarzenegger to make him in the movie?
He's supposed to age.
They got the real Arnold. They got the
She look
real.
like a badass in there.
They got the real Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they put the things on his face, the little sensors on his face, and they removed the wrinkles to put him back 20 years. So it's not the Arnold Schwarzenegger you see in the movie is not CG. That's him. But they use technology to make him slightly younger.
Wow.
And he's in the movie.
Will Smith, yeah.
He's what?
Gemini, yeah, that's what they did in Gemini Man. They used the real Will Smith,
Trust me.
and they used the thing on his face, and they made him younger.
My fight against
And he's
himself.
fighting against himself. So you think they're using a double mirror swap or like a CG of him? No, it's Will Smith in real life versus Will Smith in real life.
But Michael Jackson been doing that long time.
Whoa.
No, they did what they did. They take mirrors. Like remember Van Damme and Universal? No, was it Universal Soldier?
Because the video name goes Michael Jackson, the fat guy dancing. I want to say Michael Jackson himself as a fat guy.
In what?
The video name Ghost. You don't know the video?
The movie called Ghost?
The video, music video, Ghost, Michael Jackson.
Oh no, I've never seen
There
Michael
was a
Jackson.
fat guy in the video, and that was Michael himself. They put on the makeup and
Oh, Ghost!
Yeah,
Yes,
the fat
I
guy
used
was
to
Michael.
love that one.
I was
The
like,
fat guy, yeah,
I was
the
like,
straight after
oh,
the
this is all
movie
this.
done.
I was like, what can I make of this?
I can't relate. Sorry.
You if them things off of YouTube. I was
I
so
think it was
pissed when I
actually a
couldn't
guy,
find it.
like a guy act. Michael,
Are you
makeup
streaming?
on.
Like I didn't know it was him when the movie done.
Hello?
We ain't got to be the bad case scenario for me.
This is
No,
acting up, man.
I used to love that video. Look at them take it off of YouTube. Oh, why are they doing it? Like a really good film.
Man, subscribe to him. Wow.
What's the name of that anime that we're watching? I'm watching an anime with Rion. I don't remember the name of it. I don't feel like I'm invested in it as I guess I'm expecting to be.
Which video is this?
It's it has a storyline where you have the demons and the Ten Commandments.
Demon Slayer.
Oh no, Seven Deadly Sins. Yeah.
Oh.
Seven Deadly
I love
Sins.
that. I love it. I love it.
I don't.
I watched the movie and the series. It's interesting, Chavos.
No, I watch all. I only care about Escanor. The rest of them I don't care.
Same thing with Rion. He only cares about
Who was that? The guy
Escanor.
with the sun power?
Yeah, that's the only one that
It
matters.
looks so simple and
He's the only character that matters.
yo, the man powerful, the man looks simple like a
Wait till
clown.
I read the manga. Wait till when they get to the end. He's the truth. Everyone else doesn't matter. No one else matters. Do you remember that they tell you about like the end guy, the Lord of Darkness?
Mm-hmm.
None of them can fight him. He's that powerful, except for Escanor. That's why. That's all that matters. Escanor is the only one that matters. I don't care about the rest of the characters.
You sound like Rion.
Cause that's it. Why else would you? The other okay. The girls are all fan service. It's just boobs and them bending over and everything. The other guys are not that. The other guys, I don't know. They're just not appealing to me. Escanor, when he fought Esterosa, and Esterosa was like blackout and took away his son and then sliced him, and then my man standing there and he was like, he's like, I didn't even see him hit me. What did he do? And he's like, who decided that I can't use my sun power? Who decided that you're stronger than me? You don't decide these things. I do. Yo, Houston. Yo, what? He just beat the shit out of him. Oh man, Escanor's the only guy worth watching.
Yo, the man's strong.
And that's why I like him.
The man look like yo. Man
Some
looks
simple guy.
Yeah.
Like the common bone.
He doesn't look like yo.
With the mustache.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
I'm having an idea.
what?
Man glass.
Oh, I didn't hit it?
No.
Oh.
Almost.
Oh, because his hand was really close to it. I have an idea for a show. I'll discuss it off air. I just thought of an idea for a business.
Is it about the pharmaceutical agency?
No.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Of course.
Is it about the botanical gardens?
Couldn't.
Listen, stop fishing.
What? I just want to know if it's about the botanical
I
gardens.
will tell you in my own time, but have patience.
Oh.
Shish.
Sorry
Yeah.
guys. I gotta grab a link.
I want to finish this. You want to try?
Okay, tell me about this game.
It's like Flappy Bird, except you only go up.
Ah, I remember that game. Whatever happened to that game?
Flappy Bird, it's done.
I mean, it's done. Why is it done? Refresh my memory.
New games, I don't want to play that game no more.
This is the base
It was
Flappy
all
game.
the rave, and then it just suddenly died.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that was consistent. You know how you'd have Snake game on your phone, and every phone you have, you can probably find it from Nokia coming up.
The thing
You
is,
have certain things that are consistent.
but like the only games that will ever be consistent is Candy Crush, Bejeweled, no, we're talking about mobile games. Temple Run, and all its
Temple Run,
billions of variations. Yo, this game,
Zumba.
this thing is really pissing me off right now.
I love that one.
Oh, okay.
With the frog.
Yeah. With the frog. I really did enjoy that one.
I think Candy Crush broke records.
The one time.
But you have to no. But what I'm saying that there are certain games that are forever, classic that everybody will gravitate towards. You know,
set for life.
Yeah, everybody loves Pac-Man. Well, I love Pac-Man.
Mr. Smurf Man says, "Yo, sup, guys? What's going on, Smurfs?"
Hi.
Well, Surf. I said Smurf. What was it?
Wow.
Like the stream, everyone. Yes, thank you. So I wanna can you let them know that we wanna try to do this at least every weekend? We come over on the stream.
Okay.
No, well they can't hear me. They can hear you.
Okay. So no, Sash. Wait. Oh fuck. I do not want to do it. Say it again.
No, tell the stream that you guys want to try to do this every weekend when you gather the girls and come and stream for them and just chill.
Okay, so we're gonna try and do this. Just us sitting talking at least once every weekend.
They can't see. They can only see.
Hopefully we'll have your support. And yeah, just us talking, and you can ask us questions, and we'll try our best to answer your questions as honest as possible. Agree?
Ziggy's looking at Ziggy can see something here, so he's telling Sasha looking smart for the camera.
Sit down.
Do something for the camera.
You're looking somebody asleep.
So I'm chilling.
Sorry, my eyes are blurry.
Facebook legend, you know what I'm saying?
I need glasses.
If one person in the room was getting jumped, would you run to help?
Repeat
Let's say
that.
if any one of us in this room was getting jumped, would y'all run and help?
Yeah.
What kind of
Not by myself.
No, you have to understand, it's a different world. Whose juice is this?
It's mine.
Oh.
Yeah, that's mine, but it's sweet.
Man, I'm gonna not do nothing.
It was kind of becoming unbearable.
No.
Oh, it's too sweet?
No,
Yeah, it's too sweet, man. And the sweetness lingers.
Let's say Triforce was getting rocked. Would you give me the phone? Give me the phone.
He can hear you. If Triforce is getting rocked.
First of all, Triforce would not be getting no rock. Second of all, if said in Loopy World that was to happen, I'm not gonna sit down one place and be pretty. I'm going to bust ass.
Can you hear?
That's not a trick
If you talk
answer.
loud enough, yeah.
So I hope y'all heard that. And no, that's not a discussion.
Triforce getting two-pieced up. So they said if someone was like this, it's all two-piece.
Me I am done this so feel. You can't get it, but I will.
I mean, instinctively, you see your friend getting harassed.
Oh, I'm going.
You're going going. So one can grab. Or you lunge at the person. But I mean, you feel that it's your right to defend this person. Like you care about the person. You care about the person naturally. You're going to react. If you
Not gonna not do nothing.
It's right here, look.
But question, if Triforce was just a stranger, would you hesitate? What is that sound? What is that sound I keep hearing?
That's Sash. It's not her fault. It's so sometimes
Hi, Jagan.
the game will. Oh, Jagan's in.
Hi, good night.
Jagan is the interviewer, the lovely interviewer.
Jagan's a ladies man.
Oh, he's a ladies man.
He's a gentleman man.
Okay.
So tell him.
That's nice to know.
You're a ladies man. Sash.
Excusez-moi.
Ask Jagan that I heard you're a ladies man.
You can read the lip side first.
Okay. Oh shit. No,
You should cover your mouth.
Yeah, I should have covered my mouth. Sash. No. Move over plus I think Olivia. Slide over. Don't say Jagan.
What?
No, because I like Jagan. Jagan likes her.
Oh.
Oh man.
When you put up on the computer? You know?
What's wrong?
Put it up on the computer.
What's wrong?
No, it make okay. What he means is this: is that the screen makes y'all look better, but it's true. The screen does make. We went over this.
Yeah.
I tried to tell her. I said, girls that you see that look thick on camera, take 5 pounds off of them when you see them in real life. Because when you see them in real life, they're not that thick. The screen makes you look bigger.
It enhances the features.
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm not going to wake her up. Like, what the hell? I don't even like when people wake me up. The hell?
So that my boobs are gonna look bigger than they actually are. I don't know. I'm told that I am, but I don't believe it.
There's a bite size.
I think everybody in my family have big breasts.
Okay.
Can't run from it.
Big butts in the family?
If I have big breasts in my
No
family,
big butts in the family?
say that again.
No big butts in the family?
Oh, big butts.
She
Big
don't
butts and I
wanna say,
cannot
but
lie.
what does she do?
Just a question.
I don't know. I never
That's
really
an
looked at the
interesting
ass.
question.
Well, big ass in the family.
Yeah.
I don't think honestly I cannot answer that one. I'm gonna have to ask my father about that one.
Your father?
I haven't been but cause he's a man, he's gonna look at that shit.
Oh wait, what?
What?
Did I mishear that? How did I hear that? What did you say?
What are you talking about?
No, I gotta ask your father because he's the one that's gonna look at big butts in the family. You know why he's not gonna look at big butts?
No,
He's-
see. That's why I wouldn't even want to go. Because, Daddy, my butt's big. What? Like I could like well,
Listen,
listen,
I have very open conversations with my father.
Okay.
No. The kind of relationship I have with my father, different.
No, I'm not. Go ask
Yo.
me. Don't ask me them stupid ass.
He tells me some things I'm like, I wonder if he remembers I'm still his daughter. I'm not just some female. You know what I mean? He's just sharing his experiences with me though.
You know something? Me and Sasha's on our way here. We stop at the ATM. Some old buck 2 foot dog looking man come up to me. Yo,
Dog looking man?
2 foot dog. You know what that means.
Oh.
Alright. He wants to sell us a charger for our phone. No, I'm okay. Him look at Sash. That's your daughter?
Oh.
So I said to him, no, that's my wife. Blood clot. So, but here's the thing. Alright, Ziggy. Here's the thing, Ziggy.
Belly, I heard it. Belly.
But Ziggy, if that was my daughter, why are you asking me that? How you walk up to a man and say, "Is that your daughter?"
If it was me, you would just shit her up.
It's no, the guy looks older than me. He looks like like I said, it looks like some 50-year-old man asking me if that's my daughter. And if she is, what are you asking me if that's my daughter for?
How is it his business?
So that's what I'm saying.
Cornelia said bucktooth, bald heads need love too.
No, they don't. They need a gunshot. That's what they need. And then I said, no, that's my wife. And I'm like, blood clot. And he's laughing. I'm like, and there's like three ladies there. They're just looking at it. The oldest lady is she's just like them. She was just disgusted about the guy.
What? Yo.
Wow.
The one that I don't say want to come in. On the funny.
Only Spanish town.
It's interesting how people relate.
They ask, do you girls exercise?
I try to.
I try
Actually
to too.
exercise more than Triforce, and I can proudly say that.
What I try? Like, how you try?
I try to.
Like, what you do?
What's the effort?
What you do?
The effort is me doing it
How
every day.
How active?
No, but I do it.
What do you
Exercise,
what do you call being active?
Exercise. That's a different type of workout.
Female, stop swearing. What do you call being active?
Doing shit.
You mean like doing chores around the house?
No, matter exercise. What the fuck?
I'm not talking. I'm not talking.
I'm a workout. I'm a full friggin'
You don't say the girl have abs.
workout.
Girl have
Listen
abs.
up.
Like the evidence is in the body.
We can't see my
Yeah.
abs. Praise
Yeah,
God.
so Sash workout. Sash actually workout. I want to get this game called Ring Fit for the Switch. It's an exercise adventure game. Like the way the game is,
It's like
let's say you want to go
story.
from point A to point B to go fight an enemy, you have to run in real life. And you hold on the ring and you run. And when you have to jump, you jump in real life. Then when you get to the enemy, you have to do exercises to attack him. So there's like this kick exercise to kick them 57 times.
That sound cool.
No, it's godlike. It is. I was like, what the? I'm getting that game.
That
But
sounds like something I'll get lost in. I love that.
yes,
Now forget to exercise.
Like in the mornings, I would get up early, and like 5 o'clock in the morning, or well, no, like a little bit before 5 o'clock. So in the 4 o'clock bells, I'd wake up and then start walking out. I walk around my community and go up this steep hill, and it's like I challenge myself to one day run over that hill instead of. The more I do it, the less that I'm struggling to breathe. The more I feel I can go faster over the hill effortlessly. So my aim is to now run over it. Like we have the marathons with the 5K walk, 10K walks, and so forth. So the company that I work for, they always invite a certain number of persons to participate, and I always make sure that I go on them as long as they're in Kingston, right? And it's fun. I enjoy it. It's like I understand that I can't. Well, I said to myself, I guess, that I can't come first, and even if I don't come first, it doesn't matter. I can set little goals for myself as I'm walking, So it's like when the race starts, I'll pinpoint one person out of the entire crowd and say, okay, I'm gonna beat you, and I'll keep running. Well, not, I wouldn't run. I walk. I walk really fast, and then each time I hit my goal of passing out that one person, I find another person in the crowd and I say I'm gonna beat you, and I do that consistently throughout the entire race until I cross the finish line, and it's a really good feeling, and I realize that the more that I'm doing it, is the more rewarding it feels, and it's like even after I finish crossing the finish line, I feel like I can still continue to walk. Like I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling so good.
They asked you guys how many pull-ups can y'all do, and do y'all play soccer?
I can do pull-ups.
Pull-ups?
Play soccer in Jamaica? That's weird.
I don't think I challenged myself to do push-up. No, not push-up. What do you call it? No, that one where you pull yourself up on the bar.
Pull-ups.
Pull up. Yeah, I challenged myself
I do like
once when I
5.
actually saw it, and I did about 3
A good 5.
pull-ups, and that was it. I needed to work more on my core, I guess, but yeah.
Trying to watch this thing over.
And I guess sometimes, like when my friend Trudy was in Jamaica, we'd do like Spanish dances. There was this game. No, it wasn't a game. It was a CD with the girls doing the salsa and different Spanish dances, and we'd do that as exercise. Either walk, cause she was pregnant, and I always hear that it's good for pregnant women to exercise. It makes the whole birthing process a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. My aunt, when she was pregnant with my cousin, she would walk every evening, exercise, and she said when it was time for her to have the baby, like she said she basically didn't feel any pain. The only pain she felt was when the baby crowned, and that was very short. Apart from that, it was an easier birth because she was more active when she was pregnant.
My sister said when she was in the hospital, the baby was like, he's already dropping out. She said she don't feel no back of pain. Like for 5 minutes.
But did they drug her?
You don't have no. They didn't drug her. They didn't drug her. No, they didn't drug her. At least
in the process, the baby's
that's what she said. Yeah.
slipping out.
Oh, because then people are just lazy. Because people when I hear about birth, you have to take drugs and all this other stuff.
You shouldn't.
Epidural.
It's a natural thing.
Yeah,
Why
don't
would you
understand
need to do
I
that?
always wonder that. Like, okay, so then 200 years before any of this technology, science was
What
found,
what were women doing?
Would they just go, it's too much dead, and then the baby come out?
What the hell?
That's the legend of urban. What did they do back in the day?
Yes, because of the way people
No, but
make
seriously.
things sound, like without modern medicine, we would just die.
Well, we've been.
Nigga, we would just
Well,
die
we've been.
without modern medicine.
We've been
No,
doing.
but then how the hell did we?
No, but we were doing
how
a
did
lot
we get here without
better
it?
then.
Life expectancy.
Who made that story up? I was not there. They weren't there. How I know 500 years ago we weren't living until our 120s normally?
Because niggas was dying before the 120 from shit like the Black Plague, malaria. And
Oh, that's right. And
Them
you know
did
what those
just
places
jam
are in?
nasty.
Europe. Holy shit.
That.
Well, I want to know what the fuck happened when I
You
listen.
better say you want to know what happened in Africa.
And when I speak to people in Africa,
that.
there was this old lady.
The black
Oh my
plague was
God.
because they don't
Name
want
an old
jam
lady,
nastiness.
Name an old lady you know that's in her like
Back in the days.
60s or 70s.
What your medical doctors are.
Your mother's in the 60s or 70s. I seen your mother, right?
Yeah.
I saw a lady like that in Ghana, and I was like, I said, because it's who is it? Jafar's girlfriend, not his actual girlfriend's mother. And we introduced her, and I came in and I said, you're a lovely young lady. She's like, stop flirting with me. I could be your mother twice. I said, oh, you can't. I said, you're like 60 or something. 82.
Wow.
What?
82. I said, you're lying. And then Jafar was like, no, why? She looked 82. So I asked Jafar, what do the average old woman look like over here? in Ghana, the average age of a regular woman who just live off the land, like because he's a Muslim, and I said, you don't eat meat and blah, blah, blah. So he said, we live like 110, 116, 120, depends, but everybody makes it past 100 over here. And I
Wow.
said, you see the problem. But in America, in the West, you're told life expectancy is 80.
If you live say 100, you know you're dead like 2 years after, or 1 year, or a
But
while
that's the thing.
after.
But over there,
Over
100 is
They're
100.
exposed to way less things that we're exposed to.
Exactly.
That's the simple fact.
So,
Let's
so
GMO.
and it's the same way when
Let's process
our
food.
indigenous people of Jamaica, when Christopher Columbus discovered the Caribbean and all of that, they brought all of their sicknesses and whatnot that we weren't exposed
No,
to.
you're
So
talking.
then we were more easily susceptible to all of that and dead out and all of
So-
that. Not disputing any of that because, like I said, I'm talking about this strictly from a scientific standpoint. Just
Okay,
because
they have
the
good
shit was on the
doctors,
other side of the
medical
world
Mhm.
doesn't mean so we're forever going to not get it.
But
Same way so SARS did start all the way over in the China shit and it reached America.
But the thing is, when chick bee virus come to Jamaica, every time they start
swine flu and bird flu
Yeah,
and
and
all
bird
that
flu,
shit there.
all
All
that
of that shit is airborne.
yeah, it's all airborne. But watch this. Every time I take the bus, and we come off the bus in Spanish Town, we walk in, you hear the same song. Talk to the herbal man. Yeah. The herbal man has a remedy for
Everything.
all of those. There's like cancer, chick bee virus,
AIDS.
AIDS, all of the cancer, all of that. I'm saying, we are
Weight
talking
loss, weight gain, weight shit.
they have all these
Names, I got a post.
We talk,
all
no
of
finish
these-
talking.
all of
STD,
these
every
remedies
STD,
are
STI.
normal. And the thing is, the modern Jamaicans go, it's bullshit. But the funny thing is,
Yeah,
I
because
remember
they've been told that it's
there was bullshit. But I remember my grandmother used to making those medicines before she died in Spanish Town when I was like 10. So that's like 30 years ago. Damn, I'm dating myself. But the point is, 30 years ago, that's normal. But now it's being saw as, no, don't listen to them. You need modern medicine. But more modern medicine kills people
Yeah.
than it helps
They
people.
tell you, oh, it has side effects. That's just a nice way of saying, it's slowly killing you.
Unable to pass feces.
Now we have the medical
If
doctor.
you're having trouble sleeping, please contact.
I say, may cause depression. It may cause blood clots. And sudden,
Like I
and
said,
thoughts of
I asked you,
suicide.
you ever see an
Right,
actual, not
And
something else
you
for all that
want
shit.
me to
You ever
take
see a
this?
country? You ever
And this
heard
is in the
of a country
marketing.
Rastafarian sick?
I
You heard of
can't
a
say we
Ross?
didn't warn you.
I'm
But we're gonna
From a
market to
country
you and
that's
try to
ever
get you
been
addicted
sick.
to our product.
an example of one.
All right, watch this. In your entire time knowing me, you ever see me sick? I know you see me sick one time. Well, that's because your wall has a date for it. Your wall has a date. But watch this. That one time I was sick. What I had? Gastro whatever.
Gastroenteritis.
So yeah, so I got hit with the gastro.
What?
Yeah.
No, once I got
Yeah,
hit.
no,
Nah,
Rion,
it's
it happened 2 times to
When was
Rion.
the second time you see me sick?
Think you did have some sort of cold something. Mucus did there on your chest and sort of shit.
Oh, okay, no. I'm talking about sick like the gastro where it put me in pain. The other, so
That's
I got
cool.
rid of that sickness in less than a day. Easy. The one with the mucus and stuff like that, it's the same medicine I use to get rid of the gastro thing. When I got the gastro thing on my stomach, I bought literally like 5 oranges.
30 would have
And just eat them.
been.
I just ate all the oranges, and I woke up late at
I'd
night.
like to see that.
I woke up late at night and I vomited, and the vomit
Oh
ran
my
up my back.
God.
Yeah, see,
I'm
it's
pretty
still there.
sure it's the
It's-
vomiting that helped him get over the gastroenteritis.
No, but no, it's the
But the
citrus
citrus
of the
also.
orange that push
That's
up the
you?
the
Ew.
gastrointestine and make me
Oh,
vomit
okay,
it out.
over the wall is-
Ew.
Yes,
What? You're still in the wall.
I stained the wall. And I
Ah,
vomited
yes.
and it came down.
Yes. He told me about it and it was
Oh
weird.
my god.
What you mean?
I was like,
Yes.
get it out, get it out. I was like spraying the walls. Oh
So,
gosh.
but that I got.
Oh,
rid of. I
God.
thought I got vomited
I'm
out.
glad I was
I
not
was
here
sick.
for that.
Most people get the gastro or whatever, they have to go to the doctor.
You know
I
how
just
much
ate
Project
like
time.
6 oranges and it was done. And then I was like,
gastro 2 times so far, and the 2 times I go to the doctor.
I just ate oranges.
But I'm not gonna lie, like the moment I go to the doctor, boom, I was instantly better. Like,
You
I
know
was
why?
like, why did I wait this long to go to the fucking
But you know why? What did they give you?
IV
Then give me
And
one
but guess
shot.
what's in the IV?
stuff?
No. What they? You ever seen that? What you call it again?
What's IV?
No, IV is
Yeah, IV tube. Then feed you through the.
Wow.
Yes.
IV stand for intravenous.
I think you're supposed to run a third now.
But yeah, them just load up with a bunch of antibiotics and stuff to combat the stuff. And then because you're not
Is it
eating and
coconut
you're
water?
dehydrated,
Mhm.
it helps put fluids in your body.
But guess what?
Wow.
They would put electrolytes, magnesium, potassium, and what's it? What's that shit that they put in?
Oh, you're playing again.
It's the powder thing.
I'm here wondering
The
where the
vitamin
hell's
C
that
powder.
sound coming from,
I
man.
forgot what they call it. I don't know if
Alright.
it's just
You want to
citrus or whatever the case may
Mm-mm.
be. But they put those things in that the body
It's kinda
actually
easy,
needs.
easy.
But the thing is, it's
I
synthetic.
found
It's
I
not
found the
necessarily
color switch at one
real.
point,
Sometimes it's real. It depends
but
on
I
which one it
didn't.
is. Because it can get citrus.
But then
and
No,
then grind
I
up
understood it.
into powder.
I
and
just,
then
it
you
just
can put it in
didn't
water and
appeal
you
to
can
me.
drink it and
I
you
don't
can
know
get
why. I'm sorry.
your thing back. But that's all the IV does. But the thing is, most
come
of
back,
the
I'ma see the
medicines
different
in the
mode them
world
on it,
are
I'ma
made
say,
from
yeah.
I
fruits
think
and
I'm gonna
vegetables
download it.
and
I'm gonna
herbs.
download
That's
it.
all they are.
I'm gonna play it again.
Don't even have authentic tomatoes anymore. Every single tomato that's in existence, every single type of tomato
It's genetic.
Me here's all broccoli now, yeah.
like,
I'm gonna find out
from
what
the original,
what you
but
guys
it's
are
not
up
the
to
original.
with
It's
color
coupled
switch.
with some other genetic
Ooh,
stuff to make that strand.
That
Okay.
one is easy.
this is addictive, isn't it?
Very. You can play it offline and on the toilet.
For IT, so technology, me always defend it regardless. 'Cause
No,
that's
I
what
know.
I believe in.
It's
I
good. It's
believe
good.
technology
It's good and
is
sometimes bad.
there to make my life easier. Obviously, we're not going to know everything because nobody now going to know everything right now. And shit are going to get fucked up sometimes. And people are going to use good shit to do bad things with it sometimes. But these are all, what them call it? Collateral damage.
No, but the technology is not bad. It's technology without you have to balance it. That's why the concept of like Wakanda in Black Panther is the ideal world. Technology mixed with nature.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to get rid of it. For instance, here's what something people. There's a jump when I went to Color Switch's house. They had this block. It's the diameter of this phone. It's a block, but it's about this thick. It's like this. It kind of reminds me of like this battery right here. It's like this battery, and it's a block, and it's just there. And I'm like, yo, what's that for? And there's like, it's a German technology. It removes all of a specific signal from Wi-Fi. It repels it. So it's like, okay, right now there's
It
Wi-Fi.
repels the signal of Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it bounces it back off.
Okay.
It can't go. Wi-Fi.
Like it creates a force field.
It creates a force field.
I'm following a guy named Forbidden Knowledge.
All right.
I saw him.
And it's
promoting
made from a rare mineral in the world that actually reflects Wi-Fi off of you because Wi-Fi.
It's a natural mineral.
It's natural rock. It's natural rock.
Yeah,
These
natural rock.
Wi-Fi
Cut the radiation.
It cuts the radiation. It doesn't even cut the radiation. It reflects the radiation.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi right now is going through us right now in this room, but it's not enough that will cause cancer. But if your entire life you're exposed to it, over time it will. So
really?
That's why that live close to cell towers and shit.
Get cancer.
Yep.
Because
so my idea of living in the country and not living near any Wi-Fi was not crazy.
No, that actually
just crazy.
I tell you, my dream is to have a house where I'm not near any form of Wi-Fi, no cell tower. I don't want no microwave in my house. I don't want none of that shit.
But you can get this. The guy, they
a
have
house
two
of style,
versions. They had a pocket one.
Yeah, I don't want
right?
that shit
So
in
I
my
said,
house.
what's this? I said, this takes care of it. He said, no, this is what I do when I wear it. I put it in my back pocket. So when he's walking in the street and everything, no signals come on him. It all bounces. So I said, then how will your phone work? I said, it pushes the Wi-Fi signal back to the phone. So he does. So if I put the phone in my pocket, instead of the Wi, and let's say you put the brick behind him and you put the cell phone right here, the Wi-Fi will not go through the phone into him and then out or whatever. It'll push it out. The Wi-Fi signal is always going back out. So I said, oh shit, so that's a personal one. He took me upstairs. He had some shit as size of this table sitting on a
Why did he throw it away?
I said, what the fuck is that? He's like, that's for the house. Stops, reflects all Wi-Fi
Cornelius,
signal.
why did he throw it away?
Organic in the house. So if you're flesh, no, this is in California. So this is a color switch house. So if you're flesh made, no Wi-Fi signal comes on you. All the Wi-Fi signal does is bounce off walls and bounce off people, but it doesn't go through anyone. So I was like, yo, how much is that? 5,000 US. and the brick one is $500. So I said, but didn't they say that the 4G is not powerful enough? He says, we didn't buy it for the 4G. We bought it for the 5G because the 5G is going to give everyone cancer.
Whoa, what?
Because the 5G is going to give everyone cancer.
Shit.
Common sense confirm you come more.
Conspiracy theory.
No, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's why there's a
No, stop
fight.
it.
There's a big fight between China
She
and
just hates when I use that word.
there's a big fight between China and America for 5G technology. And the scientists.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, they already launched it.
Stop that, man.
Did I? There it is. It's charging now. Swipe to unlock. Charging. All right. The 5G technology right now, the scientists that did the research on it said that
Yeah, that's true,
There's-
Cornelius. That's
if
true.
you
The plant will
microwave
die.
Water and water a plant, with that water, over time the plant dies.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
facts.
that's true.
That's facts.
So what is it doing to you when you eat, when you consume something like that?
Well,
Because you're creating a poison.
yes, but the human body, unlike plants, you can eat. Black Polder used to say there are things called probiotic foods. Probiotic foods replenish the things that Wi-Fi signals and stuff like that does to your body. Fruits and vegetables, literally, you have no idea how powerful the human body is. Like God made us actually godlike. We can be sick. If you're sick and you just go, all right, no more dumpling, no more rice, no more fries, no more bread, nothing.
Universe in you in the universe.
Just veggies, herbs, and fruits, and literally alkaline water. Whatever sickness you have in your body is gone.
Demolish.
The body
I believe
literally
that.
takes that and supercharges your immune system and fights back all those things. That's why
Superman.
That's why if you ever notice, a bottle of cheap plastic water is like 99 cents. Right? No. If you go inside Hilo and you want to
You're
buy the
looking the
small little
nutrients out of
water,
your
right?
food when
That's
you
like
microwave it.
$80, right?
You're eating
And
trash,
then-
basically.
Coca-Cola, Pepsi is $100. But if you want Fiji spring fountain water, what they call it,
Yeah,
Asterix, whatever the
to
friggin'
get
is,
it.
this
That's
is
it.
all alkaline
There's
water.
no coming back from
$700.
that, from AIDS. No coming
Why?
back from it.
Because it's actual
That's
water.
it.
It's the real water you're supposed to be drinking. Water, first of all, water in a bottle is bad. In plastic is
Exactly.
bad.
It's really
Because when it freeze water, take it out and put it on the table. You ever notice the water is literally like it's frozen, but the what do you call it? The condensation. The condensation. Water starts to leak on the table. Water is literally going through the plastic and taking the molecules of the plastic
Hello?
and coming onto on the thing. So when you're
Hold on.
drinking water out of things like that, that's why they tell you do not drink. It's
Water way left in a car in the sun.
exactly because it will come through. It's
Hello?
all radiated. There's
Hello.
chicken radiated water. They tell you the best water to drink is
Hold on.
alkaline water, room temperature. That's it. You're not supposed to drink frozen water. That's why when I buy the water, I don't like freezing the water. I just drink temperature water.
Room temperature water is the best.
You're supposed to drink room temperature. If you drink cold water, it's taking the whole. It freezes onto the plastic, and when it melts, it takes some of the plastic in it, and that's what's in there. You're drinking that.
So you're drinking, you're intaking plastic as
You're
well.
drinking plastic. So
I
what I do is I
Why-
take
why
water and I
don't
put it
people
down
normally
and I
know
let
this
If it's gone in the
information?
fridge, I just let
Like,
it thaw.
why
out.
do not?
And when
Oh.
it stops thawing, the rest of the water. in
How many
there is
people actually
the
know that
least
information?
contaminated plastic. Or I just try to buy my water that's not cold at all. I just buy it and just drink it normal.
Singers only drink room temperature.
Cornelius says, "Nah, I'm making ice water right now."
Damn right.
He says,
because water is better for them.
Live on the edge.
Evian. Oh, Jagan said Evian water. Mocats is like Fiji is better. Once you get AIDS, that's it. No, that's not true, Mocats.
That's not it.
I know you
You
talking
can
about.
cure that.
But Magic Johnson
Who said that?
lived
Magic
for.
Johnson turned 60 yesterday.
See, and he
And
had
he has
AIDS, or
HIV.
wait, he no longer has.
No.
He doesn't have AIDS anymore.
Guess who Magic Johnson's son?
Dr. CB.
Wait, say that again.
On the
Dr.
low.
CB.
Wait.
Magic Johnson's son,
On the
Dr.
low.
Saber, Dr. CB on the low.
Dr.
He's 60
CB,
now.
CB is his father?
No, I heard about Dr. Man.
Oh, he cured him.
He's
Oh.
dead.
Dead.
Oh, and then
Them
Yeah,
two
he
in
died.
2016.
He is
And
the.
Nipsey also was like, I'm
Oh.
gonna contain this guy movie.
Yeah.
Cause I
Nipsey-
heard
Yeah.
he's the one that
And then Nick Cannon
found
said,
the
I'm
cure
gonna
for
contain this movie. And Nick
AIDS.
Cannon got shot and said, alright, bother with this movie.
Yep.
Yep.
You never know?
Yeah, Nick Cannon backed off.
He
of
got
the
shot.
movie.
He
Like,
backed off.
They threatened him. Remember, Nick Cannon said, you can't kill all of us.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's like, I'm gonna leave the movie alone. Because you know why? The boys came to the door and was like, niggas gonna... And they came in and was like, well, it's not... If you're not afraid to die, don't worry about that. It's your family, and we'll kill everyone you know. And there's nothing you can do about it. And he's like... And when he finds out the power of the government, like, they'll just wipe your family out. And it's just nothing. Like...
And find a reason.
And it's fine. For instance, Jeffrey Epstein or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Okay. He had videos of ex-presidents and a whole bunch of other people having sex with underage girls. They caught him. The feds raided his place, got his tapes, arrested him. He died in jail. He was in a jail cell that had a 20-foot roof like this with nothing, no hooks or nothing on it.
Yeah, I read that
And he's
article.
like, he died of suicide. He hung himself. So they're like,
There's no
homicide
how.
is saying, how? And
Hung-
he's like,
hung
"Can we see
himself
the
from
tapes?"
where?
Oh,
They're
the tapes were
destroyed
down for 2 hours during the time he died.
conveniently.
Like Sandra Blanton. Remember she is.
Yeah. And but he's dead. And that's because of the people that were, well, I'm not saying these are the people. These are the people that they said that were on the boat with Jeffrey Epstein. Bill Clinton, Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald
Chris
Trump. I'm not
Tucker,
surprised about that.
and a
Not
bunch of
Chris
other
Tucker.
people. We don't know what. No, just because they were on the boat doesn't mean they did anything.
Right.
But the point is, they were involved in him, and the feds have the tape, and they already know who did what. And they said it is best if you come forward now, so we can work something out with you. Jeff Epstein, who was going to court, right, who beat the original case. They caught him raping a girl. He beat the case. The case was you cannot prosecute him even if you find evidence that he actually did
Why
it
these
anyway.
people
And they gave
videotape
him
it? I'm
that.
not saying that it's right, but why these people videotape these things?
What?
What's people's fetish about video or about recording their sexual
How?
conquests?
Because they dominate. That's
Because
the
what?
difference between me and Sash.
Because
I
what?
just like seeing myself.
You
That's
just
his
like
ego.
seeing
Yeah.
yourself. It's like watching a movie.
You see, Sash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like doing it. I like it.
Guys
I like
do that all the time.
I like it.
I don't have those experiences.
For real?
That's because Rion is just want to play video games.
No, but I don't. I'm not for it.
It's
I
not
mean,
about you. You
Yeah,
ask why
that's-
guys.
but that's what my
What's
personal
explain to
view
why
is.
guys do that. There's a movie called American Psycho, and
I
with
don't-
Christian Bale, and he's having sex with one of the girls, and he's recording himself. And in the middle of the stroke, he's like this, and he's back, and he looks at the camera, and he goes like this. He's posing. He's going like
Yeah.
He's getting diesel
Yo,
on the camera.
There's something about it.
and American Psycho.
American Psycho, yeah. It's a stupid thing. Men laugh because we understand how he feels. It's just a thing for power, but like guys who do it to like young girls, those guys have to die because it's like,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
why you have to do that like to a young girl? I can't just do that to an older, like a person your age or whatever, or someone that's consenting. So, but that it's just guys just like doing that because it's, I don't know, ego boosting. That's all that is.
It's fetish, you know?
It's yes, of course, it's an ego boost.
Jaden says, well, he says, wait, record it to protect themselves. Well, back
To
then,
protect
they-
themselves?
no, because in this day and age now, you don't record it to be posing. You record it to protect yourself.
How are you protecting
people-
yourself?
Because girls will
he
go and say,
sexually
he-
harassed me.
or no, he raped me,
He
or
raped
sexually
me.
assaulted me.
Ah.
So guys now need to record it to show, like that girl, like
You're willing taking his dick.
not even that. You see that video on WhatsApp of the guy that had sex with the school girl in the coaster bus
Yeah,
Huh?
I remember.
in the
that video.
purple dress.
How are people seeing these
Yo,
videos?
how-
I never get any
how is
videos
that
of
still
school
alive?
children
That girl-
having sex
that
and all
girl
these
does not
things.
look 18, and you see his face and everything. That guy's supposed to be dead already.
Nah, I see more. I see more.
You see worse?
I see more.
Damn. And like that young
Man
girl.
like them there walk road.
Well, that girl, she's finished. Her life is destroyed.
But
she
it
was
was
enjoying it. She's finished.
it's a video of her enjoying sex.
It's a video of her in the back of an empty coaster. I think it was either the doctor or the driver blowing her out.
And her friends were there.
And her friends were there laughing, and then he splashes on her, and she's laughing about it. All in her face and her chin and her neck.
And her uniform.
In her uniform. And that's all, and it's...
That was disgusting. Like,
it's so...
You have the decency
like
for not
she did
recording
like it.
And have the decency for at least not bust pan her clothes so she can at least go home.
No, but here's the thing.
But you just a 2 foot down, you just junk her out the thing.
But why? Here's my thing. Why even?
I know she don't want it.
No, we're not saying how we don't. It's not about her not wanting it. The thing is this. All right, you want to record it for your own ego? Fine. But why would you put it online? That's the thing.
That's heights of disrespect.
She can never get a job. Every guy she comes up to, they're gonna be like, "You want this job, right?"
Yeah, you got a blowjob.
Yeah, you gotta get it. Like I seen the video of you online. You did it for him. Do it for me. She will never get anywhere. She's going to turn into a whore. She's finished.
That's her interview.
There's a girl. There's Selma.
Because a lot of businesses, when they interview, before they interview persons, they look at your background. A lot of them go on Facebook.
Yeah, and what's up? Like that lady she worked for some bank or whatever. The screaming lady, because some guy was eating out up front on the table.
Oh, that fired.
Yeah, she and him is fired.
Is that the place that I'm getting free baptizer? What kind of place is FLA?
Yeah, a lady who worked there.
Yeah, the man I deal with wicked.
And she's on the table screaming. And they record the whole thing. She was enjoying it, and they put it out on the internet. Finished. She's fired and she's done. And she can never get a job because guys are gonna be like, wait, what do I get out of this? Like that, no one's gonna hire them. They're gonna always have the sex to get their job. That's it. That's why, like, the only person that should ever be recording you is your man. Why would you allow these people? Like, I don't understand this shit. This is crazy. It is
have
just.
To go back to where I couldn't see Hasari or damn shame.
Wait, Jagan, 43. That's 1 minute. Kind of descriptive. Jagan, you still there?
There are 6 people, logic and reasoning ain't their strongest suit. Yeah.
Wait, what? These sick people, logic and reasoning ain't their strongest suit. I got the hookup on the underage videos. DM, yo. Yo, this is stupid. No, he's trolling. He's a little dickhead. Have to go back to. I got 1 minute. Wake up Asari for a second, just so she can say hi to him. Because he's right there. I want to see your face.
Can you say hi to your crush real quick? He has 1 minute before
your
to go to
crush?
work.
You said crush? Or your crush?
Crush.
Candy.
Oh yeah. Right. Your Candy Crush is going back to work. Sorry.
That girl knockouts.
Wake up, I'm still pretty. Oh
god. I think that was the high.
Well, Jagan's like,
that was the high.
Huh? That was a high? Oh. He said 59. What do you mean 59? Oh, he's doing a countdown.
Damn, Daniel.
Oh, Ross.
He's doing a countdown. Oh.
Her eyes are open.
Hold on for.
Oh, because he has 1 minute before he has to go to work, and he said he wanted to see you before he has to go back to work. So in my countdown, 1 minute, 59.
That's
58.
They can see whatever you see here is what they see. That's what they see online.
What the slab and eye boogers are? Oh, the blood. 37.
I'm feeling for some rainbow in.
My girl.
Didn't you already ask me that question, Ziggy? And didn't I already give you an answer, Ziggy? I'm really trying nice to be not a drunker right now. Just please agree and move on.
Let peace and love prevail.
Answering decently. Apparently, my looks are different.
I appreciate that.
I'm not gonna do it. Not today,
I appreciate it. Whatever you do, I appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah.
32. Oh, what is
0. It's the final countdown.
It's November, which means basically Christmas. Yay.
Time for us,
Your night has arrived.
13?
This month.
This one? Let's go watch a movie.
Oh,
Let's
hello.
watch Terminator. Huh?
That's a Tuesday.
That's a Tuesday? Oh, okay. You should go to the movies.
I'm not answering that. That's a fucking troll.
Good day, sir.
That is a troll. I don't answer
What?
trolls.
You wanna
Yeah,
come
it's
again?
only
That
2
is
weeks
a
from now.
troll.
No, it's like 11 days from now.
Okay. You
Millennium.
see, I'm not very familiar with
Yeah.
Galaxy Night Play
with all
says
those things,
he has arrived.
so I will probably get caught up in it.
Yeah, just listen to that fucker just slowing.
No, don't even.
It's not worth it.
He won't be there soon. In a couple minutes, he's gonna get banned.
Okay.
No foolishness. No
That's
foolishness.
so funny. That's a Shaman King Hennas. How many people survive out the second day of No Not November?
That's our retired one.
No, not November.
No,
can't
not
believe that people made
November.
that into a thing. I really
Who comes up with this
They
shit?
need fucking
Seriously, who?
evaluation
Like,
on their brain.
seriously, who sits in their room and
Let
say,
me think of a fucked up
I think
name.
what are we going to be? What's gonna be trending now?
I'm like,
No,
let's
not
let people
November.
jerk off or have
And
sex
for
a month.
October, what is October? But do they have one for every
I wonder.
month of the year?
Olivia, you don't want this, right?
No, I don't. No, it's too sweet.
You want this?
The only way I'll have that is if I dilute it.
I don't want to throw it away.
Well, drink it then, man.
I find myself like if I want something with sugar, I have to dilute it no matter what it is.
You're getting into that age, man.
Oh, shut up.
Taste
No,
buds don't work.
no, my taste buds are quite fine. Thank you very much. It's all eating all that junk food with all that sugar in there.
It's
Uh-uh.
that age. You
It's
still love
all
pepper?
it's all that. I love
Oh my
pepper.
sweet Jesus.
I'm a pepper maniac.
I still remember that
Your
damn
taste
dish you
buds
give me
come
with the
from the
pepper
night
on it
surface
and the
hell.
tongue run well left me.
I think I could handle the hottest pepper.
My taste
Ever.
buds ran away.
I really think I have that
Took a
challenge.
walk.
Pepper is the devil.
Away
Pepper is
immediately,
awesome.
Thanks to your dish, whatever the hell. I remember
Pepper's
what
okay,
it was.
not
I
too
remember
much.
it being
Yo,
hot.
a friend of mine, we went out, right? Went to this place and we ordered hot wings. But the thing is so peppery. Like my mouth was burning me, but I was just there eating and eating
Yeah,
to the
my
point where
grandfather very well.
to the point where I'm no
My mother
longer
used to
tasting
drink
the
like
pepper.
nobody's business.
So I'm like, okay, it still tastes good, but I'm not tasting the pepper anymore. Like my mouth was on fire, but no, I'm not tasting any pepper. And so another friend was there with us who don't eat pepper, and we said, taste it, man. Pepper can't don't know. And she bit into it, and her mouth was on fire. I was like, when we were both laughing, I'm like, you baby, can't handle a little pepper. And
My grandfather could literally drink hot sauce and just drink it like no. He will douse his dinner with hot sauce.
he's a
And
man
just
after
swim
my own
like
heart.
gravy, like ketchup, and him
They eat it.
and he's sweating in the Chinaman.
Yeah.
He's sweating.
He's sweating it out.
And he's
We're like,
still
oh, this is so
eating
good.
every night.
Mm.
That first high where you get from the drug, where you continuously
I
taste
just look
after,
on this
that's
now.
how pepper people are. They more get burned up the first time and then fall in love with it,
I
and
don't
then
know.
consistently after
No,
try
pepper like
new
this, yeah.
combination of all type of pepper to get it to burn out them clots. Then feel good if them no go at toilet and then batty all upon them. Like that are the kind of life for them want it.
Rian,
No, fam. Not
you're
about that
exaggerating.
life. No.
You're exaggerating.
It's like people like that. Them used to have coal miners who work in the mines in the US,
Yeah.
and them used to douse them food in a pepper because them in the coal mine so much, and them taste
They
was
had to
completely
do-
covered with soup because all of the
Ah.
That makes sense.
they couldn't taste them food,
That
so
makes
them douse them food, and that's why most coal miners and then the soup and lungs problem kill them. A fucking stomach cancer and shit, cause them burn out the whole of them friggin' intestine with pepper on them.
Okay, I'll stop eating pepper.
They get
I'll
ulcer,
stop eating the
heartburn,
pepper.
all them shit there.
Okay.
Cause pepper is devil.
Okay, I'll stop saying that pepper is the devil.
Well, I like curry pepper.
Oh yeah, oh gosh.
There is no.
Oh,
there's
I
curry
had some
outside
awesome
pepper.
curry the other day.
I could eat curry
It was
pepper.
the
See,
right
the only
kind of
time,
spice,
like,
right
you say,
pepper.
Rian, I could eat curry
was
The
pepper.
only time he said pepper is not devil is in that situation with the Indian. Because that's a part of the
Yeah,
religion.
Indian. That's
Like,
Indian.
that holier than
Chili
thou.
pepper.
You
It
can't
doesn't
look
matter
at an
if it's
Indian man and
the
tell the
religion.
Indian
If
man,
it's
say,
killing
yo,
you, it's killing you.
it's the pepper. No. That's a part of the religion. So, you can't
Ugh.
the rest of them
Religion.
don't
You
worship
can fuck
you.
religion.
No worship Krishna or Shiva or none of them. So,
Yeah, but even though it's killing your ass, I'm gonna choose religion over my health. Me living longer. Geez, I'm so confused.
A lot of people are. They don't pick the. They're gonna pick the
welcome to
religion.
life.
They're gonna pick. The
Yeah,
religion.
because they're all
Everybody's
sheep.
confused.
Division.
That's the only reason why they're gonna choose that
I'm
over
gonna
any
pick what
over
makes
their
me
life,
live longer.
over
I don't care
yourself.
what it is.
Like something's screwed
I
up
tell
about
people,
that.
I will slapbox God. It is not a problem. I got no problems. And my
So
hands
if
will
you just
reach.
randomly wake up and there's all of a sudden scientific proof that sucking dick makes you live how much years? You ever start sucking?
Who, me? No.
Yes, you.
Nah.
Could it be? Then you.
Well, first of all,
Of
no.
course, it was Bumblecrat. You might have a conversation.
Oh,
right now.
I'm not. If sucking dick is gonna make me live longer, I will show the greatest concern and love for my wife. I'm gonna say, listen, you will live longer than me. I'm helping her. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
But I want you to live because I love her so much.
Yeah.
Yes, a long life.
Wow.
Even
Way
if
past you getting your dick sucked.
no, listen. If sucking dick was scientifically proven to keep you alive, then Sash will outlive you. That's the answer.
And that's a sacrifice you're willing to take.
I am most certainly willing to take that sacrifice.
That sacrifice, not the one that keeps him alive after when you say, but I will do whatever gets me to live longer.
Exactly.
We're just going to gloss over that.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not sucking dick. I'm not sucking dick to live long enough. I am not. There are certain things I am not doing. I am not.
Would you look at that, Mr. Flippity Floppity?
No.
I'm gonna start calling
There's
out
a guy.
Mr.
There's
Flip
this
Flop.
guy said, "I've sucked dick, but it's not for me. But I'm not gay."
Tank.
Yeah.
What? Rewind and come again?
Yeah, the R&B thing. I showed you that.
I remember, Rion.
No,
I just wanted to hear.
He came on our podcast and said it like he doesn't think a man sucking dick 2 or 3 times makes him gay. Because maybe you went
He's
to 2
in
or 3
denial.
times and you didn't really
I'm
know.
not lying.
But
He's
after
in
the
denial.
third time,
He's
you
in
know for
denial
sure.
because he obviously did it,
I'm just saying.
and he's feeling guilty about it. It's like
Because like,
But
man,
Okay, we're not gonna go there. Don't go there.
Like nobody not gonna just gloss over
man,
that.
not gonna suck
No.
dick and like, nah.
No, but the thing is, like, just own up to it.
I was gonna say,
We're in an era where
At the very least,
people,
it
you
would
live
have
in a
been
country
case
that
where you're
that
established as
is
a bisexual,
accepting
and you
it.
can't put this up. But you can't, no.
I think like
You've been up,
bisexual
you're
girls
wrong,
get a
all sorts of things,
lot of hate from their own friends.
Yeah, because not everybody handles
And
it
if you have
the
friends,
same.
then maybe because them know. Because
That-
why
That's
tell
the
you?
thing with
Why they
Jamaica.
tell you
It's
friends?
like, there's no girl.
Okay, why am I hearing myself?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Say something. Oh, okay.
It's gone.
Hello?
Hello. Good
Yep,
night.
now I can hear you.
Oh, wonderful.
Sexual,
What happened?
For some
Preference.
reason, they
I know,
put
my
it
preference.
down.
Exactly.
In terms of, was it
Exactly.
something
Like,
not
if
plugged
you
in?
want, like,
Or-
body, you're a thing that just know say my body half limit.
But,
Thank you, what I'm
Like any
Hello?
day when you step to me
sorry.
with that shit, I
Trying
last
to
day
get
that night.
everything fixed over.
Because you know my
Okay.
preference and you, I mean,
Um,
Yeah, just don't make me about it.
I'm
Just,
not
you can't be,
Um,
just don't
Exactly.
make me.
You
had
do
don't
your
make me
thing.
something
Me do
over
my
exactly
thing.
But
You respect
Yeah.
me.
I'm not
You
sure
respect
exactly what it
me.
was.
Simple.
That's human interaction. One on
Okay.
one.
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying,
I
I
don't
have
know.
gay friends.
If
so I'm
someone,
like,
someone
Well,
gay,
it's fixed now.
No,
So
no, that don't bother
No
me.
worries.
Don't make me no ass though.
No,
Let me
no,
look at me.
that's
no,
not.
no, come round me and make the little sudden movements to
So,
go behind me. And me know I even have an
who
inkling
may I
to
say?
try.
Who may I say
Do anything
is
in the
speaking
dark
to
net.
me?
I tell people a
This
person's
is my
sexual
monkey.
orientation in this day
My
and
monkey?
age should be no one's
Yeah.
business.
No
Huh.
one.
Period. Whether
Kinda
you're
like you want to
straight
spank my
or
monkey?
you're gay,
I'm just joking.
keep that shit to
Yeah.
yourself now. I don't want to hear you're straight. I don't want to hear you're gay. Like,
Me
if
not
you're a
even know
guy,
who you are.
I definitely don't want to hear what your sexual anything is. What you telling another? That's like, you know what I used to hate? I had friends in New York like, yo, B, you know how many bitches I fuck? Now he's straight, and I'm like, why would I fucking care? Why are you telling me this?
Why is that something to gloss about,
No,
though?
because guys, no, what guys want is they want you to validate their dick,
Yeah.
and that's gay. And I'm
their
like,
ego.
why are you telling another man how
That's
much pussy you get?
That's the same reason why niggas
My
go around
grandfather was like
violating
that.
and showing nudes because they want that validation.
Oh my
Sadly.
God. Dudes who be like this, yo, B, yo, look how many bitches I have, B,
Yep.
yo, mad pussy. Those guys are literally the most insecure men there are.
Well, obviously.
I know a guy, he just had a catalog of different girls.
Why do
spread
people
out
talk about
on
their
his phone.
insecurities? Like,
And I'm like, and he's
when a
showing me, he's
person's
like, man, yo,
really
I'm
insecure about
slaying
something,
these
it's
chicks
like they
out here.
consistently
And I'm
repeat
like,
it, talk about it, and I don't think you even
Our
realize it.
financial
I don't know what the
brother
struggle
or
is
some
in
shit.
that
What's wrong
regard.
with them people?
Not knowing
used
that
to be
they're
that
actually
nigga.
attracting what it
Different
is
niggas
that
go
they're
through
saying.
different stages of
No.
shit. Like when you're young,
No, I'm
when
not,
you're young.
I'm
Yeah,
not
they don't.
talking about young people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about niggas my age, 35 to 50 years,
Well, that just means that
50-year-old
the
men.
person never
Talking
grew
about,
up,
look
that's
how many,
all.
and that's the problem. When you're young and you're a little kid, if a little guy, all right, if a guy come, if an 18-year-old comes to me like, yo, Triforce, B, I'll be slaying, and I'm like, you're growing up. Because he's trying to style on me. What do you mean I'm growing up? When you get my age, you look back and say, damn, why'd I do that? There's a lot of things that when I'm 18, I look
your
like
father
I'm
said that?
40 now, and I look like I'm like, I
Yeah.
did that. Like I can't believe I did that. Like I don't want to remember certain things I did when I was a kid because it's cringy. You're like, ew. Like
Because now you have sense.
yes,
No, you've
when
matured and you
when
realize
these
what you were
guys-
doing was
when these
bullshit.
guys grow up from No Nut November, they're gonna look back and be like, I
There's no
played that.
growing up from No Nut November.
There is. Yeah, you're right.
Stupid
There is no
things
growing
that
up. Once
children
you enter
do.
No Nut November, you just stay a child because, like, when they get older from that and they look back at that, they're
You
gonna
see, the
say,
thing is, people don't understand that when it comes to stuff like No Nut November, it's not just some random idle thing. Thought went into coming up
Into
with
the whole
that
thing. That's what I'm
concept.
saying. What was the
It's-
purpose of
it's
doing
ju-
that?
That's what I'm getting to. It's just like any other challenge on the internet. That's all it boils down to. Just like how you had the ice bucket
Ice
challenge.
bucket
and
challenge.
nobody was there. That was granted. That was for a good cause.
Yeah, but then
That
it
was
just
a good
went
cause. But
far
for
left
every
with the whole
good
challenge
cause,
thing after the
for
ice
every
bucket
good
list.
cause challenge, you
Ice
have to have
bucket
some
challenge.
stupid
there's no,
good cause.
there is no, when you do No Nut November,
But it's not
the
even something
purpose of
positive.
it is to
It
be
is just
disciplined.
It's foolishness.
It's just an
My-
exercise in self-control
It's
and discipline.
mental
You
discipline.
decide, say, you know what, I'm gonna be celibate
It's mental
or abstinent
discipline.
for
Oh, by the way, hello. My name is
I
Ben.
will not be a slave.
We clean up semen.
Can you turn that off, please?
I will not be a slave to my desires. So you just don't.
Why did
But
that?
yeah,
Why did that
married
start
people,
playing?
people in a
You hear it still?
relationship,
No, it's
that's
off
just for
now.
single people.
I was leaving there.
Look, listen, Triforce.
Because the
There are
moment you
many
try to
mental
tell
and
your
physical
significant other,
benefits
say,
from no
yeah,
fat.
you
It
know,
increases your
so in
testosterone,
November,
it eliminates brain
you're
fog,
not getting
and this
none.
overall makes
Right?
you a more
Like, that's
pleasant
not
person.
good.
There's science behind
That's
this.
just
What are you talking about? The ice bucket challenge?
No, no,
Sorry, the no nut. Oh, the no nut November.
Yeah, you are conserving and cultivating your seed,
Oh,
making
they're
you
in
into
the
a better
room.
man overall.
Okay, let me go.
Okay, but the thing is, even though you're promoting this, how many persons know the information you just told me?
Oh, it's quite known here in the States, actually.
It's a pretty big internet joke. Like
Yeah,
a lot of
pretty
people
much, yeah.
a lot of people just talk about it as a joke, but a lot of people don't actually go through with it. But like, it's not
Some
like
do, some do.
super
Yeah,
uncommon.
but hold on. In the past, it wasn't even a thing of like that being the purpose of it, because originally, yeah, I'm talking originally, it was a bet that was made where if you nutted within that November, you would give $5.
Interesting.
Like there used to be an actual cause behind
I don't remember this.
it. I do.
Oh,
I don't know.
it was pretty much.
Which information sticks in people's minds, though?
Not the one that says $5 because people are cheap, sadly.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be.
It's not real cultivation.
But the information that you just gave me, I don't think a lot of people know it.
Yeah.
The majority, I should say.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
taken
like a
seriously.
lot of like most people who like actually do it, it's what's it called? It's like a lot of it is placebo, like the whole stuff about brain fog and like people feel like they can work out longer and stuff. A lot of that is just a placebo. But like the thing about how if you go like a week without doing it, then like your testosterone levels do go up. There is science behind that.
Mm-hmm.
What if you have a person who doesn't do it at all? What do you think their health is like where that's concerned?
No, it's not unhealthy.
Thank
You're
you,
it just kind
Cornelius.
of
I
it's
need it.
diminishing returns. Like it
He's
only
No,
got
helps
I'm
some
not
some.
saying, I'm not suggesting that it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, based on the information that you're telling me, if you do it less, what will happen. So I'm just wondering, what does it say about the person who does not do it?
Yeah.
I like to
Thanks,
think that person has a
Cornelius.
stronger
And that's not
self-control
exactly a
over his
conversation that a lot of
innate
people want to
desires.
have. So
Yes.
we
I'm
just
a
like
more
take another
responsible and
side.
disciplined man.
We
Yes.
just invite people where we
Yeah,
feel
Danny, you definitely showed that
more
2 days
upfront
ago,
and probably
What,
according
what are you talking
you know
about?
say
Listen, I'm trying to live my life on
something
more
we can't find
neutral
anywhere
ground.
we
I'm not trying to be as volatile anymore. That Danny's
Alright.
old and he's dead.
The old Danny isn't here anymore?
He's gone. He's gone.
Alright.
I killed him. He's gone.
We'll see how long that lasts.
The one that nutted at 11:59 on the dot.
Okay, what
On
was
the
this?
dot.
Somebody mention it.
Oh
Everybody
my
here
god.
got jokes. Everybody here got jokes. Everybody's a comedian.
He was rushing it out too. He
Amazing.
saw the seconds ticking down. He was like, "Oh no, I'm running out of time."
Nah, but like, you still doing this?
Do they have a celebration for each month in the year? Just like you have November, do they have one?
No, it's not it's not like an official every year. Like
Nah, no.
it's a joke on the internet. Some people act, but it's nothing to a level of like official, where like any
There is
organization
one
really
month.
recognizes them.
There
Okay,
is
not
one
yet.
that's technically official.
Not yet, anyway. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
that's No Shave.
I finally got
No
earphones,
shave
guys.
November.
Yeah, Movember.
I could never do that. My beard tickles me. So
Like that is.
I
that
love
is
beards.
Actually seen.
damn.
I love beards. I don't know why. I
Beards
just
are
I love playing with them.
A little stubble, but that's it.
Ah.
cushion
But
for
yeah,
the cushion.
that's just my thing. I realize a lot of girls don't particularly like a man with
Yeah.
facial hair. But I know I love the ruggedness. I don't know.
Here we are.
Yo, perfect legend cosine Terminator.
But yeah.
Everyone says
Pretty
this.
much no
Lance
November.
told me Terminator used like Triforce. I used to go to the movies with Lance all the
But,
time.
okay,
so me and him have like similar tastes. He's like,
but for
"You see
each-
Terminator," I was like, "No." He's like,
Each month
"Best
in the
Terminator
year there
there
is some
So I take his word for it.
celebration of the sort where how should I put this? We have a holiday for each month in the year, don't we?
I don't think
There's
that
not
month
one month without some holiday.
Holiday. My month of
How
holiday.
about June?
What's your month?
Holiday.
Best month ever, December.
November the holiday.
November
Yeah.
doesn't have a holiday.
No, it's not. It's January.
Suck it.
Well, I guess it depends on your country, doesn't it?
Every other
There's
month
nothing
is
going
Jamaica
on in
holiday except
January.
my month.
Shit.
You can see it, try first.
Maybe New Year's Day.
New Year's Day would be considered to be a holiday of some sort. Yeah, first of the year is a holiday. So you start the year off with it.
Cup and then gunshot.
Mhm.
That's how we do.
Yeah. Everybody has their own different
gunshot.
version of how they
Everyone gets
celebrate
good.
their holidays.
You get it good. You get it
Yeah.
good. You get it good. We all
Mhm.
busting them off at New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Did you turn
Yeah.
off the game or something?
I
No.
don't particularly celebrate Christmas, but my
Oh,
husband
no, it's
loves
a pagan.
Christmas.
It's a pagan holiday. You'd
Of
be right
course,
not to
I know
religion.
that. That's why I don't celebrate it. But my
Hashtag
husband
yours.
loves it.
I like the season.
No.
Don't be a Grinch.
I'm not a Grinch. I'm just realistic.
Don't be a Scrooge either.
I'm not a Scrooge. Trust and believe in that. But you can listen to me. I know you. I know you. I know you want to celebrate it as something else, but the fact is, the origin of it, of that time, whatever it is that you want to celebrate, why you have to celebrate it within that time? You can celebrate any other time. You can pick a random day out of the year and celebrate it. You know, being kind. You can be kind to all men all year round. But I don't believe in the whole Santa Claus of Christmas.
Tango down!
What?
Am I not kind to all men all year round?
Yes, you
So
are.
am I not celebrating Christmas all year round?
So why you have to do something special on that day?
So why can't I do something special on that?
Fuck you, Rian. Fuck you.
Sometimes
I love you, but fuck you.
The point is talking about goodwill and cheer.
No, because you do different things.
Did mind tricks?
Fuck Christmas.
Sniper down!
And fuck Easter too.
Can't hear shit, bro.
Enemy down!
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
we're here.
Sorry.
Oh, the game was this.
Can you at least warn me when you're gonna play something?
No, you have to ask Sash. I didn't know the music was gonna come.
Oh, it's yeah. Sorry, I do not completely understand exactly what the whole connections as to what you guys are doing. So spare me.
Yo, she busting them.
Bear with me.
Boss. Yo, Ziggy, you watching
So,
this?
I don't know why that's in my fucking mind. That's Sash.
Yeah, I
Ugh,
never
so
did get your name.
graphic. Oh, sorry. My name is Natasha.
My name's
Why your
Danny.
name? For your life.
Could you repeat the name?
Danny.
Oh, hi, Danny. Nice to meet you.
Do you play that COD
He's
mobile?
inside. He's inside there.
Mobile?
Yeah, that new Call of Duty on the mobile.
Y'all chasing each other.
No, I do not. I don't.
What's that
You should
supposed to
try
be?
it. It's pretty
Oh, I
fun.
found it out.
I never really took to gun games.
Damn.
I like
Back
watching.
inside
I've
the room.
always liked watching guys play video games, but I've never really gotten involved in it. The one game that I probably got really hooked to was Candy Crush.
They're down there.
Before that, it was
Oh.
just a touch and go with
Not
video
come to you
games, but I
personally.
never
Oh,
really
those
got
games.
involved.
Those things. I like
That
puzzle. I like puzzle games too.
That's smart, man.
Keep stuttering.
That's fine.
Let him go before you.
Huh.
You should try. You should try Tetris. Then.
Yeah,
I don't like Candy Crush.
yeah, I remember Tetris. My aunt, when I was younger, she introduced me to it, and I really enjoyed it. But I wasn't fortunate enough to have something where I could actually play the game. So whenever I did come across it, I would play it, and I enjoyed it. Especially Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man.
Oh, me too. I love. Yep, it's one of my favorite games. 'Cause they're really good at it.
Oh,
Always
really?
got mad and always tried to tip the machine over.
Hold on.
It's fun.
Nah, I prefer Miss Pac-Man over the regular one.
Why? Why?
Oh, it's just a better game overall.
Huh. I think I should explore that. I don't think I have.
Oh,
I didn't
that
even
line.
remember that they had a Miss Pac-Man, so I can probably look that up and explore it.
Can I go upstairs?
How you got you shot him first?
I know guys always find it a turn on when girls are really good at playing video games.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It pretty much is.
Bitch.
Why is that?
What's
Wait.
that? Flame show?
It's just something appealing about a girl really getting into a hobby that's usually reserved for smelly dudes, you know?
Yeah.
If anything, we need more girls inside of it.
You think that she seems more relatable, more likable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just takes some of the
Why is no one helping
butterflies
me?
off, you know?
Yeah.
Remember ketchup in it?
Exactly. That's why I say she seems more relatable. You find you have something in common, so
When
you're
come up
drawn
here, you
more
have
to her.
Go plant yourself and just
Right?
stay one.
Yeah, pretty much makes a bridge between the gap, you know?
Exactly.
I like to think girls are playing more video games now more than ever.
It depends on what they're exposed to. What's their influence growing up?
Nice. In the face.
Because, like, growing up, I never grew up around guys playing video games. I got that exposure when I went to university, and I'm like, okay, there's these guys who are heavily involved in these games, and I didn't really understand it. And I figure, okay, you see, me growing up seeing children playing video games, I'm thinking, okay, this is meant for children, but it's meant for everybody. And it's not like I judged my boyfriend at the time on the fact that he played video games, but
it was kind of unusual, right?
Yeah, it seemed unusual because this is something new to me, So I'm not like, thinking it's a bad thing in my mind. I don't have that perception, but it's just coming off to me as something new, and he didn't understand that because he's like, why are you not into it? Why are you not into it? And it's like I'm giving an answer saying, you know, because it's not just not my thing, but I understand it's your thing, so you know, it's whatever. And kept badgering me to the point where I just shouted out. I'm like, because it's a waste of time. It's like it's not like I meant it, but like you keep badgering me, and I'm like, I'm cool with the fact that you might have your thing and I have my thing. Like I'm not judging you. And I think that maybe he thought I was
Different
judging
strokes
him.
for different blokes.
Exactly. And I realize not everybody can understand that, or at least realize that I have that perspective. Like, chill. You know?
So, Natasha, the video games all that much, but you into movies or anything? Is there anything, any other form of media that you're really fond of?
Um, I watch a lot of YouTube videos.
You're not into like music, theater, things like that?
I used to be, but not really. I used to love to dance and sing. Um,
Those are
but
nice activities to have.
yeah, but
My mom tried to make me do dance class too, but I thought that was for girls. Funny
that
thing
was your
is,
perspective on it.
that there was a lot of girls over there. Actually, I kind of missed out.
Mm. I bet you wish you did.
August, I'm at. Oh, never mind.
But, you know, it all depends on what you're exposed to. Because, you know, every experience affects your perspective growing up, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
no, you can have two people going through a similar situation, but you can't handle, if you're to help both persons, you can't necessarily handle both situations from the same angle because of the perspective of each person.
Wow, you really are an insightful woman. Honestly, like you're really observant.
That's true. Everybody has a different perspective.
It's like I'm talking to a philosopher over here.
The world is not so much in a blur.
You know, I love it when you talk like Sahel. You know, like I love that noise in my brain. Like,
Oh, the
that's
typing.
ASMR. The ASMR right there, B.
Yeah. You know, there's actual YouTube channels where people do keyboard ASMR, and they get like thousands of views.
No, in my opinion, the real ASMR is the unintentional ones. If you have like a girl like blowing in your ear or some shit like that, I just think that shit's weird.
And the computer be beating me.
You know about ASMR, Natasha?
Could you repeat that, please?
Do you know about ASMR?
No, I don't.
It's like, damn.
Enlighten my darkness.
Explaining this, you're better explaining shit than me. I'll limit that much.
12, 10 to the other team was
okay. No, it's like,
I remember I only have one game where you actually, whatever was a good thing, or whatever get like 11,
you
12,
watch
11,
the video,
11 kills.
Like the person inside the video does certain things to make your brain and your ears feel a certain way.
Oh, really?
You just type it in ASMR. Like,
where is my phone? I'm gonna look for it in my phone. Could you hold on? Hold. Yeah, pass my phone. Thank you. Hold on.
Like, no, it messes with your body's neurological function. Makes you feel things that you normally wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
It's not. That's an idea. Serious. There's nothing bad about it. You know.
Oh, so sorry. The guys
like
brought my attention to something. Could you spell it for me, please?
ASMR.
Oh, stop that.
It's telling you to stop.
No, sorry, not you. My husband was sticking me in the back.
This is very frightening, but continue.
Okay, ASMR, a feeling of well-being combined with a tingling sensation in the scalp and down the back of the neck, as experienced by some people in response to a specific gentle stimulus, often a particular sound. Okay.
I knew it.
I'm gonna have to YouTube this. I'm intrigued.
Keep it up using headphones.
Her sorry was definitely good.
Okay. Is it like, what is it?
What is that?
What does it do to you mentally? I mean, that's the
It's
experience that you have, but
Oh,
it's a very subjective thing, ASMR, because some people do feel like tingling sensations when they listen to it. A lot of people don't. So it's nothing that's universal for everybody, but it's nothing outside of like just kind of like a weird satisfaction, I guess, you get from it. Like some people describe a tingling sensation going from the back of their head down their neck, but there's nothing, too significant. It's mostly just a leisure time, like pastime. Some people use it to help them to sleep.
do you think
But that's
it's supposed to relax their body in some way, like a massage, but with sound, using sounds
yeah,
to massage your body or your soul
like
or where you're being.
that would be a good description for it.
Okay,
mm-hmm.
It's like an audible
interesting.
massage.
Question: is it true that you can get high off sound?
I think it's really an over dramatization of it, over exaggeration, but you could feel something. You feel something. It really depends on the person.
Hmm. Okay, it's something to think about.
Are you a college girl? You sound like you went to college.
Yeah, I went to university, but which I guess is the
Still,
same thing.
still going?
No, I'm not. I'm finished with it. I graduated in 2013.
Mm. What was your field? What was your major?
It was social work. I don't really want to talk
Oh,
about it.
I have a friend who's doing that. Yeah. Heard it
Social
gets
work?
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then funny enough, I left university and have not done anything with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's the thing a lot of people have. Like they'll get their degree, but they can't find work related to their degree after.
yeah, but
That's why I avoided college.
I know this girl's ready to get a degree, and she's
but
doing
look here, there are so many persons even who don't go to
that
university.
job there,
They're
whatever.
still way intelligent. I mean, yes, it's a place for higher learning, but what about being street smart and all the other things that, you interrelating with people and learning
Call center.
things from scratch? You know,
I should have a degree.
there are certain things that you can learn at university, or rather, there are certain things that you
What, I,
cannot learn at
what I'm
university
saying,
that
why would
school
you?
can't teach you.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, there are some persons who are way smarter than some others
It all
who go to
depends on
university.
what you want.
I'm just saying,
It
what's
all
the point
depends on what you
getting
want to go
your
into.
getting
There's
it
a
from
lot of fields where you
school
really
from
don't need
call
a
center job?
degree to.
True.
You gotta pay the
It depends
bills
on your
and
mindsets.
Yeah.
Really, that's what it boils down to.
Well, I
Yeah.
went to trade school earlier. All I do is like, I'm pretty much an electrician's apprentice right now. I hate the job.
things are never cheap.
I hate it.
Why do we do that though?
I mean,
Why do we
Oh
do
no,
things
it's
we don't like? And I mean,
Money.
it's for the dollar. Yeah.
not to be homeless, Natasha. Not to be
oh,
homeless.
sorry, guys,
Starving.
am I muted right
Survival.
now?
Eh,
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Sam, what's up?
Oh no, I didn't want to be rude and talk over you, so that was just me checking
No,
in.
no, you're fine. You're kind of low though. It's kind of hard to hear you.
Oh, okay.
mm,
All I was gonna say was,
New one?
I think
Just
that
not
if
better than
we,
Mario Kart Tour.
I think that people have to look at education not so much as a destination or point, but just another tool. You go to university, you have more tools under your belt. It doesn't mean you're gonna use all those tools.
That's what I thought.
Some of it's gonna be used one time than the other.
True.
Yeah.
People who are
But it's
okay.
important to be
self-determined.
well
You're
rounded.
gonna say copyrighted music, and the
That
video
is
was just
true.
don't do
It's just people have to be
copyrighted.
self-determined to, grab
It's
that
hard for me to
information.
promote your channel.
Like
The
Natasha,
difference between the two of us is
going
your
over
YouTube
to,
actually does
across the
shit.
country
My
and
YouTube is just here to
partnering up
upload
with
clips
color
there.
switch and
My
stuff.
shit isn't
And
monetized anymore, so I've
most
stopped
people
giving
can't
any
even
fucks about
do
copyrighted
part of
anything
that.
on my channel.
He doesn't have a degree.
So if you want me to make something directly for that, you have to tell me that beforehand. Because anything I'm gonna
Comprende.
do, Maybe either
At the
already
same
have
time, you know,
some
you get the
music in
folks
the
at
from when me
Google
a
with their
stream,
degree able
or
to start a
when if
venture
me have
capital
post
that
everything
eventually
stuff,
became
maybe put
and here
music
we
in
are
there for
now.
jazz it up or whatever.
Again,
You
I'm
can
so
you
sorry for
can just take
interrupting.
in video and
That's the
music
What?
reason for
and
me to
just put
hold
on
on.
soundtrack too.
You're
But
not
he's talking.
interrupting.
When he does his video, it's
But I
like
like your voice.
tutorials. It's not just him playing the game.
They can make a gameplay video.
But yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you say something to me beforehand,
Try
you can
first.
do that.
Can I
as
get
such.
Try
a
first.
South Park one then?
Yeah.
Or can I get
I
a
did that
glass of
anytime I
orange
come
juice,
home.
please?
You
I have a girl
switch up
fanning in the
yourself,
dome
you
trying
know.
to get your attention.
Tell her she wanted her husband to turn down.
Mm.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
I guess she wanted her husband. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Who's typing?
Oh, that's me. Sorry, I'm playing a game, so I'm like kind of mashing my keyboard.
Thank you.
No, we have one more water.
What kind of game are you playing?
Too much orange juice is
Oh,
actually
so it's like a
not good.
rhythm
Orange
game.
juice with
So
water
like you
is
kind of
good.
tap the keyboard to the beat.
Save me some of that water.
It's like
please.
Guitar Hero, but you're using
No, because
your mouse as well.
I nearly died.
Okay,
I
cool.
nearly died at Evo
I used to
in
love playing Guitar Hero
2009.
back in the day, man.
I think everybody played Guitar Hero or Rock Band at some point.
Like, I had
They're more
I had like
interactive.
6
More
bottles of
interactive.
orange juice.
That's why I
Yeah.
enjoy it. Yeah.
And I drank
I
it.
was kind of wanted to be a rock star, but that shit was never
problem
gonna
was that-
happen.
But you like
so
to
much.
pretend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Too much or nothing.
Yeah. It was fun. You got to play with your imagination.
Acid can dehydrate you. And I
Nah, but
dehydrated myself.
when I was actually taking like actual
Cannibals
lessons and everything, I just couldn't get the notes right, and my fingers always hurt.
Damn.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
did it anyway.
That's why you only do stuff like well, less so with Guitar Hero, but like you know karaoke. You only do karaoke when you're drunk because then you're so drunk you don't realize how bad you sound. So then that way
You have more
feel like you're a
fun.
rock star. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have more fun. Exactly.
Alcohol lowers your inhibitions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Between Las
So
Vegas
you don't have to
and
think.
Miami.
You just have more fun.
Mm.
Dehydration can actually kill you over, just kill you on the floor. Because if you dehydrate too much, you can just fall over and just die.
Have any of you ever smoked marijuana before?
I did it once in middle school.
Ask what's good.
How was that? It was sour for you?
Yeah, sour. The good shit. The good shit.
'Cause I've never
Oh, but
tasted
it
sour
was-
marijuana before.
So what do you do?
No, like when I first tried it, like it was gonna be like the cartoons and media, you know, like out of my mind and everything. But I just felt
We
really
left late,
relaxed.
so yeah.
I was hungry though.
Oh, you had the munchies, as they would say.
Yeah, like I had a whole fucking tray of brownies with M&Ms on
Interesting.
top.
You would take
Tore that shit up.
Yeah.
Go and trust them white. Them
I
white,
like.
them white plates.
I haven't had marijuana ever, but it's legal in Canada. It's weird because like I'm not against it, and I definitely want to try it eventually. I just haven't like gotten around to like actually going to dispensary and getting any. So it's more of just I haven't like been in a situation yet.
Oh, you haven't been in the environment, so
Yeah.
for it. So it's not like you would happen where you do it. Understood.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
They can play no.
I've realized like the difference between how I feel versus drunk. Cause I've been drunk. I wanted to know what it felt like, and it's horrible. And I smoke marijuana. But what I noticed between the two is that alcohol numbs the senses. It suppresses everything versus versus marijuana, ganja. It heightens everything else. Like all my senses, I'm more focused, and it's like all my senses are like firing, like sound, smell, taste. Like it's just heightened, and
I hear gunshots. I'm so sorry.
and well, hopefully I hope I never hear any gunshots
You heard
because
the gunfire.
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's an interesting feeling, and I'm like, when I was first experiencing it, it made me laugh. I couldn't stop laughing. I don't know
Every
why.
shit funny.
And it's like I'm always hearing about people hallucinating and
Never once.
I never experienced it. I'm
The
like,
little people that walk up and
all
down.
this,
Oh no,
all
you see
these
that?
things. I've never hallucinated. And I'm like, I don't understand. Growing up, you hear all these things about marijuana, that it does this and it does that. And I'm like, I'm not feeling. I'm here waiting for it to happen, and I'm waiting. And I'm like, I just feel happy. Like I'm not hallucinating. I'm not seeing things. I'm not hearing things. I'm like, I'm
From
not
what I
seeing
understand,
colors.
What's the other thing? What's the other
Sorry.
thing
Go ahead.
uh,
they use?
from what I understand, the marijuana that makes you feel like that when you're seeing stuff, hallucinations and everything, is usually laced with something, you know, something
Mm,
I don't inject it or
LSD.
insert it. I never got into that stuff, but
good.
from what
Don't.
I understand, that's how the cartoons start coming.
Yeah. And you're seeing all that shit.
Yeah. And
Well,
alcohol for
hopefully I'll
me,
never
it's
experience that. Mhm.
alcohol only sucks with the hangover. Like if it wasn't for the hangover, I would drink a lot more than I do now.
Mm.
That's pretty much it. But yeah, it's all about kind of pacing yourself. Like I've had nights where I can drink for like 4 or 5 hours, but as long as you're pacing yourself, you're fine. But there have also been times where within an hour I've blacked out. Um, so it like once you've drank enough, you know, like okay, am I drinking wine? Am I drinking hard spirits? Am I drinking beer? And then you kind of gauge how fast you drink based off that.
You become more tolerant. Do you
Yeah.
think?
Well, okay, some people say yeah, after you drink more, you get more tolerance. I've never really had a low tolerance, so I don't know if I've gotten more tolerant. I just know my limits more now.
Okay, look at it this way. I'm just wondering if it's the same thing, and hear me out. Just like with me and pepper, I love pepper, right? But
Yeah.
starting out, yeah, it was even the mildest pepper. It was, oh yeah, it's hot. But over time of me keep doing it over and over and over, it's like the most pepperous thing ever coming like nothing to me. What's extremely pepper to you? No, somebody who doesn't eat pepper is nothing to me. I'm asking, where's the spice? Where's the
Yeah.
pepper? Like I don't. You're acting like it's peppery, but I don't taste any pepper. You know, you become more
Yeah.
tolerant to it. Same thing with sugar.
Yeah,
My,
with the spice, yeah, no, for sure. Pepper, you can gain tolerance because, like, for that, it's mainly like with your tongue, right? And if you're just used to the spice, it's more of like a mental thing where it doesn't,
Mm.
where like it doesn't bother you as much. Like I'm Indian, so I grew up eating spicy foods, so I've always had like a very high tolerance just because I'm used to the burning sensation.
mm-hmm.
But with alcohol, I think since it's like it's not your tongue that has to deal with it, it's your liver, right? And your liver, I'm pretty sure, doesn't really gain more of a tolerance. It's more the rest of your body and how it deals with it.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Hmm. It's a
You're a
mental
smart
thing,
guy.
really.
You
Yeah.
should be a doctor, Sahel.
Hmm.
Nah.
Dr. Sahel, MMD.
But biology isn't my forte. I tried it in school and I did not enjoy it. Um,
Thank you for that insight.
I have to die.
Okay, this
Growing
thing
up
is.
Spanish, I pretty much grew up on spicy foods myself, yo. I really don't feel nothing anymore when I eat.
Damn. Damn. Yeah, you've grown used to it.
When I was coming up, some Vita hit a guy off a bike.
Is it a
One time,
thing? Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
no, it's- when some of my white friends came over, just to hang out and play video games and stuff. When my mom like made food for them, like bro, I can't eat this. It's too much. It's like they was about to like their face would turn red and everything.
It's
Wow.
funny. It is. Because I'm like, hey, I can tolerate, stand something that you can't. Yeah, yeah.
Bitch.
I feel, I don't
I'm
know.
looking
I
at
kind
it.
of like when persons who aren't used to it bite into it and then seeing how they react. Is that evil?
Yeah, it kind of
Me
is.
like him,
Yeah.
no, sorry.
wait, repeat the question. Sorry, I was reading something.
No, I'm saying I always like people who aren't used to pepper. I always like seeing how they react to something
Oh,
that
so you
I
give
would
them a
not.
little bit extra, right? Okay.
Yeah, and I like seeing how they react to it.
No, I'm the same way.
That's some mad scientist stuff right there.
It's
I think
funny.
that guy that just died was it.
It's funny. It's not hurting them as long as it's not killing them. It's fine.
Listen, just listen. As long as you give them a glass of water, you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Bless you. Somebody sneeze.
No, I'm laughing at how that guy died.
You know, it's nice to have a normal conversation,
It's
and not
way
just
down.
be stupid and just talk about stupid stuff.
Yeah,
It usually goes on.
Yeah, well, Triforce is talking about Dragon Ball, so it's okay.
I got that one
For
too.
real, man. Yeah, he has a fascination with Vegeta. Real talk.
I don't know. It's his thing. You know what I've realized? Everybody has their own thing. Like I can't knock them. Like you have some
You
guys
never
who.
watched Dragon Ball, Natasha? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't. I probably saw a few episodes, and at one point, I did sit down and try to understand it, and it seemed cool, but I guess maybe it just didn't grab my attention the way it should have.
I killed people.
Ah, that's cool. That's
Congrats.
cool, you know.
26 people.
Well, I might like, you may not like. That's what makes us human.
Wait a minute. I know that. What is that in English?
36
I've heard that
What I
before.
just said?
Best was 40.
Yeah.
That happened once. 40. I think
I don't know the proper terminology for it.
That sounds like an anime that I've watched or I'm watching. What's the background like? What's the storyline?
Vinland Saga.
I love that one.
Ah, shit. No.
Does that really sounds familiar?
Is it?
Minutes.
You mind like
for episode
you mind telling me what it's about?
Yeah, I didn't start watching that third, but I kind of just take up.
No, I'm trying to jog my memory. That's why I was asking you
Wait,
to
was
tell
it
me the
based off
storyline.
of something that Danny said? Like, what are you trying to remember?
Yeah, like what I just said.
Oh, what was the line you just
No,
said?
the name of the anime that you mentioned, Sasumi. I don't remember. I can't say it.
Wait, Dragon Ball?
And the time
After that, I think.
Natsu Sasui. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, you know.
Oh, Natsu no Taizai? 7 Deadly Sins?
Yes, I'm actually watching that. That's what I was. That's why I wanted to know what was the name of it in English. Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah. See.
Oh,
sorry. Hold on.
Don't mind me, I'm just sitting here playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
What am I doing with my
So I'm saying that I've been watching that with my husband. It's quite interesting. That's all I can say.
That's the one on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
It's Netflix. I don't know what platform
Yeah, it's on
they're
Netflix.
watching it on. I have no idea.
There's
But
probably other platforms you can watch it. So.
it's interesting. And of course, everybody is in love with Escanor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't talk about Escanor next to Triforce. He'll go on a long tangent about him. Escanor and Vegeta, those are the two characters you can bring up around him.
Escanor and Vegito.
Vegeta.
Okay. That's from Dragon Ball Z, right?
Someone said your tongue died.
Yes.
Yeah, Vegeta's from Dragon Ball. Escanor is
From
Yeah.
Deadly Seven Deadly Sins. Yeah, I get it.
Wait, is that show really
It's
good?
20 lucky number. Hey, that's
From
right.
what
Play a
I
flashback.
heard it's okay at most.
7 Deadly Sins. It's alright. I'm not up to date with it, but it's not bad.
It's an interesting storyline, to say the least. I haven't come across something like it.
It's better. It's better than Fairy Tail. I'll say that much.
Definitely. Anything is better than
One
Fairy
Piece
Tail.
is my
Except
favorite
Sword
show.
Art Online.
Nothing comes close for me.
What I like is pretty much underrated.
So
So it's
Demon
whatever.
Slayer done.
What do you mean? No, it's not. You like Baki and Ito. Everybody likes Baki and Ito.
It depends on your
Bro,
taste.
I'm-
Depends on your taste, what you favor. So
I mean, it's getting more popular. Yeah, you have a point, but like, I would like some games on that.
Alright, Red Dragon. Red Eyes Sphere and Dark Red. This Red Eyes deck is heat. Figuratively and literally.
Sometimes you just gotta take your 2 W's and they got a whole lot for the rest of the night. You don't
I killed 26 people twice.
Congrats, darling.
52 people.
Killed twice.
And then you won a whole game on your own. So, yeah, you just gotta Tell him, that's it, guys. Well, yo, come on, get that run back. It's not feeling it right now. Maybe tomorrow.
Boy.
Yeah, I used to hate guys that used to do that. Yo, I used
So
to put
guys, what kind of
sample like
girls are you into?
Street Fighter.
Like, what's your
My girl,
pleasure?
my girlfriend.
What does she look
Wait, sorry,
like?
Wait,
I
what did
said
you
And
say
it's the
again?
way they win too. Like you beat them the
Repeat?
whole night, like
What was
90
the
rounds,
question?
and
I
you're about
was
to get that
playing a
one
video.
win to make
No, I'm
100-0,
asking,
and they win that game.
what
Now right now,
kind of
yo, my
girls
hips
do
right
you
now,
like?
I'm kind of
Like in
tired.
terms
My
of
hands hurting now.
long
Let me
hair,
just
short
run
hair,
back, run, get back. Yo, listen, I got work
skin
to do.
color
Okay.
matter?
You like
Yeah.
pop up.
Yeah.
Like, what
Yeah.
do
So
you look
yeah.
for?
So generally, like, I prefer long hair than shorter hair, but some girls can pull off short hair, and it
I
looks
don't know
really
why
good.
that happens so much.
But like a
What
lot of
has it been
times,
nerves?
girls like recently, short hair has just
Has
been
it
like
been
a
a
trend
tournament
a lot,
since
and a lot of
the last
times
one
it doesn't
that we
look
had
good in
so
my
far?
opinion. But
It depends on who it's on. It doesn't fit
yeah,
every face.
yeah, it's more of a person to person.
Exactly.
Long hair is just like the safe option, so it's what most
You
people
just
go
trying to
with.
show that? Hold on, let me go
Skin
more.
color doesn't really matter. It's more of a
I had
like
to step out for a
not
little bit.
top.
What I missed? I'm sorry.
She's asking what
He
your
dropped out in
preference in
semifinals.
females are.
So after the Savannah
You
part,
go
it
ahead,
was
Stella. You
Yeah,
start.
yeah, but
oh,
like physical
okay, no.
attraction, obviously, like that's like
No, they
first
know.
thing you
I
see.
know there was
Yeah.
one
But
big
for
tournament
me to be
win. It
really
was called
interested, I kind of have to
Cage.
like sit down and talk with somebody first.
Thank you.
Right. I can't like just see somebody and say I want to date them. I can say yes, they're attractive, but like not gonna say much more than that until you kind of know.
Get to know the person.
Yep.
Because I mean, when you make that
Man, that's how it should
connection,
go.
yeah, that is how it should be. Because I mean, I always say you connected again. Yeah. I always
Yo,
say
what's
that, as much as you look nice and handsome and all the girls are just falling over you. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your personality I'm gonna have to deal with. When your looks fade and your balls start hanging low and everything is wrinkly. I mean, at the end of the day, I want somebody who I can laugh with, somebody who I can rap with. I remember about the good times, somebody who you can actually create happy memories with and be happy. You know, that's what I want. That's what I'm striving for.
I'm trying to do slowly.
Ah, that makes sense. That really does. That makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah,
Me personally, I'm trying to take a back seat on the romance right now. I'm just trying to work on myself as a person and try to get everything from my end together. You know what I mean? You see, for before I get into a relationship, I would like to have like a strong foundation for my relationship to stand on.
true. Okay, you have to have a foundation.
Yeah.
You wanted to say something? I heard something. Someone saying something.
Oh, that was me. It's like, no, like I just want to show the woman I'm gonna be with that I could be a good provider. You know?
Yes, women do look for that in a man.
That's like one of the first things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but get a lot of girls end up with people who they think they would be, but not really. Especially where I live.
Well, a lot of times those things result because the guy just ended up getting the girl pregnant and they don't want to go through with a
Yeah,
abortion,
exactly.
so then they're kind of stuck in that situation now.
That's a horrible reality to live in, though.
Yeah, but when I text you and you
But
text me back,
it's the one we
I
live
forgot
in.
to answer you. I left and go
I mean, it
to
doesn't have
school.
to
That's
be
what
the
you
end
said.
all be all, but I'm just saying, like, that's not really a nice reality to live in.
Next Saturday we have to do this again, but I have to do it
Sorry,
early
Sash.
because it's so late.
What time is it now?
It's 11:40.
Rewind and come again.
Huh?
Say that again.
It's 11:40.
Oh.
What's that gonna do?
Because I was wondering how far does she have to go?
No, she lives in Kingston.
She lives in Kingston.
They both live in Kingston.
Okay.
It's the other girl that was here the last time that lived in Spencer, and that's why she couldn't come here.
Oh, okay, understood.
Why is this game not connected? Still not connected?
So Natasha,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any like aspirations that you'd like to achieve? I'm sorry, get it too personal. I'm sorry,
Wait.
I was just trying to make conversation if that's the case. Do you have any aspirations you'd like to achieve? I'm sorry if that's too personal.
Um,
Y-
I'm not sure I want to answer that right now.
Okay,
Is that
it's
okay?
all right. That's good.
No,
It's
there is no need to
personal.
apologize. It's fine. But yeah, let me think
Da-
about
Danny's saying
how
sorry,
I
but
was gonna
and I'm
answer.
Canadian. That's wild.
It depends on culture and what you're
Yeah.
accustomed to.
Oh,
And he's
I've
being trying
never.
to be respectful of mine, just in case I might be offended, and that's fine.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I'm just joking around with Danny.
Okay.
I know you was. Yeah.
What do you mean?
What is he reading?
You can do it. I'll give you show my face.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm acting mad different than how I usually act over here.
you ever have the feeling like you know that you want to start your own business, but you just haven't?
Oh, you trying to be an entrepreneur? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have a friend
um,
who's doing that too.
yeah, but you just
Oh, that's
need feel like you need some form of guidance, you know?
oh, that's how it usually goes. Yeah.
Yeah. Learning how to plan and be strategic about what it is that you're doing, and I don't know. I've just been thinking about it a lot lately.
That's a good career path to take. I have like two friends who are trying to do that right now. They're not trying to get a 9 to 5. They're trying to find a way to beat the system, which I give them
Exactly.
respect
That
for.
is the best thing
Yeah.
to do, honestly. Because I mean,
Yeah.
when you really step back and you think about it, and I'm like, there are persons who are making it. There are persons who don't have who are financially free. So obviously it's possible. So why am I here? Have I made the choice to be here right now? Is it a choice or is it circumstance? And I'm like, okay, maybe I should not be comfortable where I am. Maybe my problem is that I'm too comfortable. Maybe I need to start, feeling like, yo, I deserve better than this. You know,
Mm.
I
Well,
was saying.
Me personally, I can't imagine living a life following orders from somebody.
It's ridiculous.
Just the thought of that.
You go to work
No.
doing something you hate, something you don't like, where you have to tolerate people. And not to say that, you know, you have to dislike people and so forth. But I don't know. It's crazy to think that okay, I'm going to be living like my life like this. Like I go to school and I leave school and fine, you're supposed to get a job. Like who said that life has to be like that? Who set that routine as that is the way to be successful?
The
Dumb.
man. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And the thing is that we watch our
Capitalism.
parents do it over and over, and like you as a child have to grow up now taking care of the parent. And like what? That's not how it's supposed to be. If you worked all your life and you didn't leave anything to carry on as a legacy to your children, like what did you accomplish? What did you live for?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good mindset to have.
It really is. It really is.
Well, I'm
Every-
gonna have to disagree so
Everyone should have
bad.
that mindset.
I'm just saying.
Nah.
Like what are you leaving your children? Because I mean, let's say that let's say that you're wealthy and whatever, not just finances, not even just money, but what if you also pass on basic knowledge for your children? Put them in a situation where they're able to think for themselves instead of having to consistently listen to somebody like a boss ruling over them. But they can see right from wrong. They don't need somebody to tell them what's right from wrong. I raised you to know better, and now you grow up and you don't act like a damn idiot. You act like so you have sense. You
Wait,
pass
hold
that
on.
on to your children, then you have a better society. I mean, the home sets the foundation for how a person's mind operates, their perspectives on life based on your environment and your experiences.
Mm.
So I'm
Not
just
gonna
saying,
lie,
like,
sounds great.
think about what it is that you're passing down. It's not about, oh boy, I have to go save some money for to send him to school and make sure so you learn everything at school and then you come out and then what are you doing? You're working for
Yeah, it's
somebody else. Why are you not going to school so you can work for yourself? No, you're going to school to learn to work for somebody else.
Somebody who could just fire you off the drop of a hat.
Exactly, because hey, I can get another one if you not going to work out.
Well, time out, time out. But that's like that is too broad of a brush. I'm not saying it doesn't apply to people that does, but there are only some opportunities you can't get unless you head to a school. Like for example, let's say you want to cure cancer, but you don't have the equipment ready. Now,
You don't have
I'm
the
just
equipment ready.
I'm just saying. I'm like throwing out something.
Okay.
You could because let's just say because we all know there probably is a cure on Earth right now for cancer that no one's exploiting enough yet. So let's say I want to be the guy to prove it using Western technology, Western medicine, do the whole thing. You can't fund that by yourself, so you go to university. What's that? You also want to publish a couple papers? You can't do that unless you join the fraternity, at least in some circles. It all comes down to what's your goal. So I understand, like you know, most 9 out of 10 maybe students go into a school and they learn skills to work for someone, not instead of working themselves. And you know what's funny?
What?
They tell you when you go to school, you know, they tell you when you go to
She's so
school
fucking cute.
that you should be thinking for yourself, that you should
Hmm.
be thinking differently, but you come out the same product, just a
You
number on the
you're
side
you're
of the paper.
trained to follow the crowd. At school, while you're what you learn at school, a big part of what you learn at school is to follow the crowd. They even dress you up all the same. Follow the rules. Don't ask questions. I remember asking my grandmother about about God, and I'm like, Grandma, who made God? And she's like, don't question God. I'm like, why? I mean, shouldn't
No,
I be
ask the question.
curious? I
Question
mean,
your religion. It's the only way you can
I
make an
question religion.
impression
I
on
think
someone.
it's a man-made thing. That's just my opinion. I mean, there is God
Yeah.
before there was religion. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whether you say that God came first or the chicken or the point of it is the more questions you keep asking,
Mhm.
eventually the more answers you'll get. And the more you're informed about what you're doing, the easier it is to make a decision.
True.
That's the key.
You'll
That's
be
the point.
more sure of yourself, more confident in what it is that you're saying. Not second guessing it, but you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Point is, don't be a sheep.
Yo, I tell you,
I
warn
don't
me
know
when
about you,
you're gonna
but
play
yeah.
something. Try for us.
I don't know about you, man. I'm cool with being like a little sheep going bad. I'll be warm in the winter.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, he's a clown.
Oh man, beep beep. I'm a sheep. What are you trying to say?
Why do you say that?
I'd rather be the wolf.
Nah. Wolves are usually criminals, but you're better off being a sheepdog.
I mean, yeah.
Look, unlike you guys, while I'm over here in my wolf, as long as I don't, you know, as long as I get attached to the kid and go inside the house a couple times, I'm not gonna get eaten. I'm gonna be fine.
Hey, guys. I think it was yesterday. I don't know, or either yesterday or day before yesterday. I was curious, right, as to what the value of a human being is. So I typed into Google and I found like, oh, the value of a human being is so and so and so. Like there's an actual figure of how much millions a human being is worth. And I'm like, why is there? I didn't know this existed. Like the old.
There's a lot
That's
of
bizarre.
things.
That's honestly
This.
bizarre.
Repeat that.
Who me? It's bizarre.
Somebody.
It's just weird.
Okay.
Knowing it's like a numeral thing.
No, they were putting reasons. They were putting reasons as to why they would put it at different figures and which groups of people or organizations set the standard for what the value of a human being is
Well, they have
and how
too
it
much
affects
time on.
different. What? Sorry.
They have too much time on their hands.
Yeah, but what's the purpose of doing that?
Like
That's what I'm
Um,
saying. They have too much time on their hands.
3 minutes is
Mm.
like what?
Put information in enough.
Can you not?
just hear it.
Can you let
Just
not?
I don't know. To me, it just seems
Okay,
like it
finish.
dehumanizes us, makes us
Yes,
like I don't know, like
like
we're objects or something.
exactly.
That's just
Your objects,
I don't
like
know,
just
man.
like that.
This world is sick. This world is sick. That's all I gotta
What's the message, bro?
Yeah.
What's the message?
Yeah.
The message.
You seen this, Michael?
I don't know. I've been asking a lot of questions lately.
say. We're conversing. Shit, man. Alright.
Yeah, I usually don't talk to
This is
people.
so close. This is
Nah, I prefer to
identical.
keep to myself till really.
Yeah, I've always
know,
been like that
What's
too.
that over? Sash.
What is this?
I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's not Michael Jackson. That's a.
I know that's not Michael. I know Michael. That's not Michael.
But it's a damn good impression.
Close.
Very close. It's
Very,
scary.
very, very, very. How much money spent on this?
Like you're seeing Michael Jackson's face on him, but you like the hands and the body you know are
Can't tell
not.
it's not him. The build.
It's creepy.
Need to elevate me something then.
Elevate what? Are you talking about the
My
game?
phantoms, they are very weak right now. You cannot take on bigger phantoms.
Well, my heater keeps cutting on and off. I don't know.
my heater's not working at all, man. It's man, cold over here, man.
Uh,
Have you guys ever been
Oh
to Jamaica?
shit! I can't even feel my fingers.
Nah.
I'd like to go
I
one
want
time.
to.
Could you repeat that?
You can go first, Dan.
It's part of the mission, yeah. I'd love to go down to Jamaica one day.
Yeah, I just said I just want to go. I wish I could go.
I like to go. I like to go to.
Man, there's something up with your mic.
Nice topic.
Your mic is choppy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's a bit difficult to hear because it's a bit choppy.
Alright, let me try to fix this real quick.
I should say Jamaican that. Oh my god.
I like to try food and everything, pretty much.
When you go to no, it's good. It's better, way better. Thank you.
Yeah.
I realize when it is that people tourists come to our country, they stay. A lot of them stay in the hotels. A lot of the hotels, they're what do you call it now? They provide everything. They try to provide everything. Yeah, all inclusive hotels, right? But I'm like, if I'm going to a country, I'm gonna want to experience the country, the culture, the people. You can't experience the culture of the country unless you experience the people as well. I mean, to truly, the music, everything, the food. Like, there is food in Jamaica. Yes, it tastes good. There's Jamaican food, and then there's real Jamaican food. Real Jamaican food is like coal stove pot. We okay. Let me break it down. We have a coal stove, a stove, a small outdoor stove where you put the coal in and you light it on fire and you cook your food on top of it. The taste of that food is way better than any food that you're gonna cook on a burner stove that you have to light or electric stove. The food has a different richness to it. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because of the soil that's in the country. I don't know. I think it's the natural ingredients that the things that the way they grow their food, and also I don't know if them cooking it on a cold stove or the type of stove, if it also it seeps into the food and gives it a certain flavor as well. But it's so good.
You're
And
making me hungry right now.
I'm sorry, like the seasoning, even their seasonings, the pepper different. Just you're tasting. It's like you're
What?
tasting the earth. You're tasting the natural ingredients, how it's meant to be tasted, how it's meant to, yeah,
Whole
how
food
it's meant to be
different.
enjoyed.
Country cooking's
It's
different.
it's just different. And so that's why I say if I go to another country, I don't necessarily want Burger King and all those things. I want to taste food from that country that grow in that country, and I can talk to the people, their language, their mannerisms, their music, everything. Like experience it. You might end up having a whole different perspective of the world the more you interact with people from different countries. And yeah, you learn a few words, learn the language. But it opens up your eyes to opens you up more to the world. Sorry, I'm here stuttering. But yeah, one of these days I will be doing that. Speaking it into being.
I need to level up my face now.
Hmm.
Everyone's catching up to me.
Oh, the game is behind it, behind the chat.
Yeah. You
Okay.
can't see.
No, mama.
No, it would require you have to.
So like the screen just can't shrink.
Yeah, but then you can't see the actual game. Oops, sorry.
What kind of music do you like?
Who, me? I
Every
like
all of you.
I like all kinds of music, but I mostly prefer rap, and I like to listen to some classical music. I also
Hmm.
like rock, rock and roll. That's
Okay.
pretty much it. Yeah.
Like Kiss and all those
No,
guys.
hold on. Yeah, hold. Let me just explain the difference between rock and roll and death metal, like heavy metal. Those
Ah.
stuff. There's a difference.
Okay.
That.
Educate me.
Not all death metal sounds like that.
Yeah, the most popular ones do, but rock and roll is like it's more relaxed, more. It's
Can you
like
give
this.
me an example?
I give you an example, like an actual band or something, like.
Or a song? Yes, a band and a song.
Yeah, hold it. I'm gonna have to. I'll get back to you later.
Hey, I can't. My girl.
Yeah, but.
Wait, hold on. Wait, cause sorry, the sound just came in a while ago. I couldn't hear the guys.
Oh, the game sound came in?
Yeah, from the game. Sorry about that. Can you say that again, please? Okay, it just went again. Sash.
No, I did it. I just want to make sure it was muted.
Oh, that's annoying. My poor heart.
Sorry about that.
Well, my favorite
every
bands
now and then
are.
it glitches in and glitches out. I don't know what's doing that.
Hello?
Breaking. My favorite bands are Breaking Benjamin, and Asking Alexandra, and I used to listen to Linkin Park before the lead singer.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love their music. Oh gosh.
And yeah. I mean, there's a lot really.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I like to listen to classical music too. Well, anybody else want to take it from here?
I'll try explore that.
I have a varied taste in music. I like a lot of music. I like rap. Well, I usually like 80s stuff, like stuff from the 80s and 90s.
Me
that's my shit.
too.
80s rock, 80s rap. I like a little bit of modern rock, a little bit of modern rap, metal, death metal, sometimes jazz, Mega Man music, a lot of SNES music, a lot of video game music,
Okay.
vaporwave.
I think
lot
I'd
of
like. I think I'd like your
Oh,
playlist. I think I'd like your playlist.
Think you would? I have like a few. Well, only two of them. One is just my regular playlist, and the other one is dedicated to more edgy stuff like rock and whatnot.
Oh, I thought that would clap him and kill it. That's just a
I like rhythm and blues and earthy things. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I I like a wide range, right? A wide genre of music. You know,
We talking music? Hold on a minute.
yeah,
Hang
music.
on, fellas. Start naming some bands. Start naming some artists. Come on, hit me.
Wait, hold on, guys. Hmm?
When you hear a sound that goes,
It's the game, yeah,
no,
but
that's not
I'm not hearing it now.
no, that's not the game. That's a donation.
Oh,
Stated average donated $15.
oh, thank you, thank you.
Hold on,
Gracias.
I'll get the donation up.
Okay.
So I have it real time. Well, oh, it's gonna come up late. But when you see anything appear here, that's a donation.
Okay.
So
Understood. But yeah,
Scratches.
I love Frank Sinatra. I love Patti LaBelle. I love Anita. Oh gosh,
Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
Good girl.
I am so in love with that
Big
woman's
good girl.
music.
The
Like I,
goodest of the girls.
one of the things I loved about music back then, the emotion that comes out in the
Yeah, I hear it
music.
when
It's
they
like
vibe.
they're feeling it, like
That's why
they're going through it.
That's why they're immortal.
I still think
It's
you can
capturing.
convey.
Their music are
I still
immortal.
think you can still convey like that
Anita
emotion.
Baker went
so
on her
stated
last
average
tour
who wants to come to
earlier
Jamaica
this year.
says.
Big attitude I sing now. What not sing
Oh,
that?
she did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
So listen.
damn.
Stated
If only I
average.
could have been, following her around. I think if I had the opportunity, I'd be one of those persons who would follow her around singers. Like
I still
Anita
think
Baker.
you can convey that kind of emotion nowadays. It's just I think a lot of
Stated
people in the
average
music
says he
industry
can't
just
wait
prefer
to
to
try some of the Jamaican
make what
food when he
sells
comes
and
to
not really
visit
try to like
because he's
make a
planning on
song
coming
that
to Jamaica.
that
You
can
see,
feel compelling and impact you emotionally.
And what
Yeah,
see a
it's a different kind of emotion.
you
Yeah.
see musicians back then, they usually wrote about and sang about their life experience and everything. It brings a
Johnny
more
Cash is a good
authenticity.
example too.
I like Johnny. Yeah, he's a. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Cash definitely wrote a lot about his life.
Ah, he's another really good one.
You think that girl resembles you a little bit?
Oh
But
hell
really, when
no.
I look for like music, I look for like songs that like
Men's eyes are different.
resonate,
No,
like
no,
resonates
we
with me. You know,
don't.
like the notes have to hit right.
You say men's are what? Colorblind?
Ugh.
I know I'm seeing color.
I'm really picky when it comes to like like I'll like some songs. Like a song that'll stick with me has to really like
Connect.
really impact, like really connect.
If you want to feel like you can relate
Yeah.
by the
As
stories that
long
they
as it
tell.
sounds dope.
Which
As
is
long
only
as it
like
sounds.
10 songs that's ever done that.
Hmm. Have you ever listened to a song that made you cry?
Yeah, there was a couple of. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I ain't
No,
gonna lie.
not yet.
Are they love
It was.
songs?
Yeah. I don't trust that. These females, man.
Wait,
They be playing
wait.
games, man.
Who's playing games? Girls?
I- We feel too. That's all I gotta say. We feel too. Yeah.
A lot of them behave as if guys don't have feelings.
Oh, what? That's cool. I'll almost cuss, but I'm not trying to take my chances here. Hold on a minute.
I feel like sometimes based on how society perceives males or the image that they've placed that men should be, dominating. I mean,
Hard. No
females are
emotion.
attracted to a certain type, but
Have to be
they have
human.
this image that a man is supposed to, be strong. He's not supposed to cry. He's this, he's that. I'm like, he's still human, just like the female. He has feelings same way, just like the female. Like he feels too. He has emotions too. Just because he's strong doesn't mean that he can express emotion, real true emotions. It's not just females. You know how they say, oh, females are more emotional
They're
than men,
emotional
and
creatures.
that's why a lot of men bottle a lot of things inside. But what you don't realize is that whatever it is that you hold inside has to come out in one way or the other. Either you're going to say what you feel, or it's going to come out in your actions.
You have a
Yeah.
point there.
Yeah.
However, I don't know. Like me personally, I think though we can feel and we can express ourselves, we can't what's the word? Go too far with it. Like we have to have some reservations with it. Like like not let it overwhelm us and everything. Pretty much,
Yeah.
it's how I feel.
Yeah.
And don't get wrong, yeah, we can express how I feel, but we just can't. How do I say this stuff? We as men are supposed to hold ourselves to a certain standard,
Mhm.
and while it's fine to break that, we just can't like lose all control. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I like a
That's how
man
I
that's
feel.
in control.
She even said it to me. She was like, "Oh, you smart. At least you
And you
smart
know,
enough."
like females like to, some females love to push guys' buttons, and I think they
Hmm.
play dirty. Like some of them really work for what I get. I'm just saying I don't condone abuse or anything, but there are some females, especially in Jamaica, I know that what they will do is harass the guy, knowing that very well. Hey, if I hit you, nothing probably will come out of it. It's considered play, but if you hit me, it's abuse. And some females really take advantage of it. Like my father, he was married to someone, and she used to play on that shit, and she used to like hit him like really really hard till, and she's the only time she stopped was when he really did hit her back, and she just completely stopped. But it's abuse. He is being abused. A lot of men are abused by females but don't report it because of the image. What?
Policeman laugh after you.
Yeah,
No,
the police laugh at you, or but they
And
say,
no
oh,
make
that
the
little
police know
girl,
say
that
one woman rape
woman,
you.
she wouldn't hit her to fly.
No make police know say the woman rape your woman do nothing to you. Them and they not do shit.
There's some women who are cruel like that. I don't know what messed up them mentally, but I'm so glad my father did not stay in that marriage.
Yeah, they're gonna all shoot. They're gonna shoot both of them out there.
Sorry, guys.
that's fine.
I'm just saying, like,
My God, said,
guys have feelings.
No, I read that. I read that. He's right. There's no way he's wrong in that. It's true. Nothing he said about that is a lie.
Okay.
But it depends on what type of woman he's talking about.
What's the name of this one?
Phantom Gate.
Phantom what?
Phantom Gate.
Okay. I think the only game that I'm really playing right now is 4 Picks 1 Word.
It's still up on there?
Yeah, I'm still playing it.
Damn.
I finished it. I finished
really
it.
like
I
it.
finished it, and then they gave
play
me
game?
another set of things to guess.
Pick it up, what's there?
I don't want to.
Well, let me see.
Your eyes big enough.
Oh, wait, turn down.
You see all them shit there? You say, I can't answer. It's alright.
I put my Candy Crush to bed. You guys tired?
Nah, I usually don't get that.
Y'all are night owls, aren't
I
you?
usually find it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I'm a morning person.
Well, me, I fucked up my sleep schedule, so.
Work? Is it because of work?
I know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's another M.
What do you do?
Oh, me, or now I'm an electrician's apprentice. Right now I'm helping out I'm helping out my uncle, pretty much. He's mentoring me, but
Nice.
it's nice. I can't imagine a life of me following orders. That's just not what I want to do.
No, it's not meant for you.
It's not meant for everyone.
I don't think it's meant for anybody. It's just that
No,
people
it's
have
not.
to, do the families. Like if you're a father and you have kids, you have to provide for them. That's just there shouldn't be no question about it.
If you look at it like
But
this,
me,
it's hard for you to find.
I'm young.
If you put it away from a
I have no
distance
real
and you go like this, you'll
responsibilities
see
really.
the M.
It's
Because
just
the M's break the pattern.
I just don't want to. I don't want to follow orders on
When
my
you look at it
fire.
from a distance, you're not looking at W's. So you're going to see
I don't
break
wanna-
in the pattern. That's the trick.
I don't know.
The work is good. Like it's interesting to learn, but I just can't imagine myself doing it for all my life.
Well, look at it this way. Your parents probably did it, and the majority of people are doing the same thing, following the same routine. And
the eyes of an eagle.
then what? you know, then what?
Mm-hmm.
What's the end goal? Because I mean, my aunt, she works. She always says she's been working from she's 16 years old, and up to this day, she's she doesn't have her own business. She still has to be worrying about money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like,
That's what I'm.
yeah, she was a teacher, she was working at the bank and so forth. But I mean, at the end of the day, you should not be living so long that when it is that you're supposed to be retiring, you're still working.
Hold up, real quick. In my opinion, if you're old enough to be a grandmother or a grandfather, you shouldn't be working. That's just how I
I
view
don't.
it.
You should not be working. You should be enjoying life. You should be relaxing and say yes. I can. I've done what I needed to do. But you have a lot of persons who yes, I get my pension, and then when you're old, I mean, money, the value of money increases, and what was I could buy a patty or I could buy a Coca-Cola for $20 back in the day. No, the prices change. So when it is that I hit retire, whatever it is I'm expecting to have at retire, when it is that I was young and fresh and I'm working, that amount of money is no longer, it doesn't hold the same value as when I was younger versus now that I'm old. I have to now use that to buy medication because I'm sick and all these other things, and still be worrying about money because it's not enough to care for you.
Exactly my point of view. Mm.
So I don't know. Is it that we're
Nah,
not looking further than our nose?
well, me personally, right now, I'm not really thinking about it too negative. I'm just thinking about this job I have right now, save enough money to actually start to follow my own career, my own dream.
Save so
So
you
I'm
can
just
invest. Save so you can invest, and you have the
invest
money
in my
turning over.
yeah,
Make the money
yeah,
work for you.
investing, yeah, but I'm going to invest in myself actually.
Okay.
Uh, as I'm trying to be a professional fighter, just save as much money as I can,
Huh.
just to buy
Fighter?
the gym membership. Yeah, I've
Interesting.
always I've always been a confrontational dude ever since
All
kindergarten.
right, bye. Nice. Okay, not nice. sorry, because
Nah,
somebody's leaving.
nah, nah.
Okay, not nice, but
It's just that
go ahead.
it's just some boys are just hardwired like that. We just have extra aggression we gotta let out. It's not like I was a bully. It's just that I would always start fights with those two who pick on others.
Yeah,
I will use that as my excuse to let my
let out your
uh
emotions.
yeah, exactly. Uh,
I'm
but
just saying,
we all
you
have our
go
traits
ahead.
and we all have our traits. Like we all have our interests and our passions, though some may be a lot more different like mine compared to other people.
True.
I just think that we should as long as we're not hurting nobody, try to pursue it. And you
I
know,
agree. I agree. Because I
you were gonna say
mean,
something.
no, I was saying that you realize what what you enjoy. You know, even though yes, it might be bad or whatever. At least some persons might think that it is, but if you inject that same energy into something that's more productive or something that will bring in you money, then you will give it all you have. Then you make something of it. That's what
Mm,
I'm trying to say. So that's
yeah, yeah,
actually a good idea. Because I mean, it's something that you're passionate about, something that makes you happy, something that you enjoy. So why wouldn't it?
yeah. I don't know, just that as of right now, my family though they do support me and everything. They would rather me be like a doctor or something, or be like a receptionist or a secretary.
You wouldn't be
And I
happy.
just it's just that I really, to me, doing a job you don't want to do, I might as well be dead.
Exactly.
I'm gonna keep it a bug. I'm gonna keep it 100.
What's the point? You be doing it to please them? What about yourself?
Yeah.
You have to live with you and the thoughts in your head, not them. Like they have their life to live and they live it as they please. Why can't you do the same?
Although they do have positive intentions
No,
behind it.
they mean you well. I completely understand that and I totally agree. But at the end of the day, you have to live with you. Are you
Well,
comfortable feeling like, okay, I've made them happy. Does that make you happy? I mean, yeah,
Wow.
it makes you feel accepted by them, but at the same time, don't you deserve to be happy just as them?
Wow. Your husband's a lucky man.
Oh, thank you. But I'm right, aren't I?
Mm. Damn, man. I wish I could find a girl around my part that's a good conversationalist as you. I'm being 100% honest.
Okay, thank you. But it's just logical.
Yeah, but girls around my part prefer to think with their emotions. Nah,
Yeah,
I'm not
we
saying every girl. I'm
end
not
up being
saying every
blinded.
girl.
No, but I think a lot of the times, because of our emotions, we're blinded to logics.
Mm.
Like your emotions are important, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you can't let that rule or be more of a priority than logics.
Mm.
And sometimes that's what it makes us make stupid ass decisions just because you want to feel accepted by somebody or you want to feel like a part of the crowd. So I'm gonna do whatever it is that they accept, even though I know within my heart that this is some stupid ass shit and I have no interest in it. But you try to have interest in it because hey, I want to be a part of the crowd. Like, no,
Yeah,
like,
I've done things like that before, and I still look back at it
and
stupidly.
you're like, what the fuck
But
was I thinking? But you're human. You wanted to feel accepted. It's not something to beat yourself over. The fact is you can learn from it, and if you can learn from it, then so what? I'm grateful that I went through it because it's so I got to learn from it. It was worth taking something away from. Like, i
mm,
I don't think people should be afraid to make mistakes, because if you don't make mistakes you don't learn, you can't evolve, you can't grow. Like,
mm,
and especially if persons are in school. I remember I was teaching kind of. Um, I was an intern at a women's center, a school where pregnant girls, pregnant teenagers, um,
mm,
where they get counseling and so forth. Because as I said, I was doing social work, and
mm.
some of them they got pregnant at the youngest was 12 years old. Yeah, 12 years old, and I'm like, wow. They a lot of them don't. They're just like they're even in class. They're afraid to put up their hand and say, "I don't understand this." And I'm like, no, you need to put up your hand. Like this. This is the time to make mistakes. You shouldn't be afraid to make mistakes in the classroom. Like,
I heard you guys, I heard you girls like mature more biologically, but damn, I didn't know it was that fast.
no, because a lot of the grown ass men take advantage of little girls. It's not to say that the girl wants to do it, but you're a child. You have the mind of a child, not an adult. And so
Mm,
yes, you go along with it because this person who I consider to be an adult, somebody who is supposed to be guiding me, somebody who I look to as a parent, touching me or doing certain things. So no, I'm not gonna blame the child. You're a
mm,
child.
The
I'm
child is
not
a child.
expecting you to think like that. You don't know the world as yet.
mm-hmm.
So yes, you do have some sickening men, some mentally disturbed men, because I'm sure they have a fucked up past too. Like, I'm sure that they knew what they were doing,
Yeah,
but they did it
despite
anyway.
even the worst of people who had the worst of passes, it still look. You could have like the worst childhood in existence. That still doesn't give you the right or the leniency to take advantage of others.
Exactly,
That's
because it's
just
not like you don't know better now, but you
that,
still
that's
give in
that,
to doing that.
that's what I'm saying. That's when people like try to like coddle these criminals or these sick perverts. Like, like he has such a messed up childhood and everything, but still, like this, if you had a personally, if you personally had a messed up childhood, you should feel within yourself as an obligation to not do unto others what had happened to you.
True, true. I used to, I was like, okay, my grandfather was very abusive. He was mentally abusive, physically, every alley. My grandfather was abusive to his children. Like anytime my aunts and uncles start talking about him, like a a, a, a feeling of rage or anger well up inside them, and it's just I hear it in their voice. I'm like, damn. Like the person who got the worst of it was one of my uncles, and he kicked. The story is that he kicked my uncle to the ground till he spit blood. And like persons in the community knew how my grandfather was, and they would tell lies on him that he did so and so, so my grandfather could hit him. And I'm like, what a wicked, evil set of people. I'm like, no.
Them gonna tell lies so the boy can't get lit.
Mhm.
No, someone can kill them. That's not right.
But I don't know. But back to what I was saying. Like I can't look at even the girls or anybody and say okay. And no, the very thing is that I realize a lot of adults who grow up to they're trying to function normally in society and through their relationships, but a lot of the times it's you're fucked up past as a child who makes it difficult for you to have good relationships with people,
Mm.
and you're like wondering why is that girl the way she is, like she's weird or she's this or she's that. I'm like, you don't know what this person has been exposed to, and they're just trying to make sense of the world or environment around them and trying to function as normal as possible, still trying to deal with whatever mental trauma they probably experienced as a child.
It goes through psychologically and mentally.
Yeah.
It really makes it causes abnormalities.
Yes, it does. It does. It, like you touch a person, you affect a person mentally, you kind of in a way can you disrupt their life, a huge part of their life. Not to say that they can't somehow overcome it if they get help, but like you seriously disrupt that person's reality for a long ass time,
Just for like a quick couple of seconds of
just for your own pleasure.
self-indulgence, yeah.
You just fucked up my life right now, just so you could be pleased, have some form of pleasure. Like, where is your train of thought? What kind of mental state must you really be in to do that?
A very self-centered one.
It's cold, man. It's cold. Like your view of the world, your perspective of the world must be fucked up. Like I seriously, this is why some persons can't function well in actual relationships, and they move from relationship to relationship, searching for whatever feeling that they got, but they still have the desire. I don't know. It's all kind of screwed up. That's all I can say.
You see, I have to take a quick 5-minute break. My battery's about to waste, but it was nice talking to you, Natasha.
Oh, same here.
Have a good day and everything.
It's after 12, isn't it? Yeah. Have a good day. I hope you enjoy your day when light comes. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Oh gosh, I'm usually a morning person, and Rion is a night person. I'm gonna be moving here permanently. Um, my whole cycle is gonna change up. I'm honestly hoping that it doesn't in a perfect world. Yeah, I'm like, yay, it
The
doesn't have to
world is not
change.
perfect.
But
But you're
in the city is different from country. I feel more safe when I'm in the country. I can get up 5 o'clock in the morning. The stars are still out, and I'm watching as the sun rises, and that's gorgeous. Can I see that here in the city? No, no, I can't because I have to be cautious. Is somebody gonna run me down? Because crime happens. I think crime happens more here than when I'm in the country or where I'm located. So I feel safe. I can get out and run. I mean, I have a friend I'm walking with, but at the same time,
not less to worry about.
I'm not worried. I have no thought of being robbed or held up. I don't have my phone on me, so you can't get off of me. I mean, I suppose you could probably rape me, but at the same time, you're gonna have to fight, my friend. or kill him. God forbid. God forbid. Please don't let that happen. But I'm just saying, I feel safe when I come to Kingston. Not necessarily so, and it's not to say that oh yeah, crime and violence everywhere and all these things, because I've never encountered it myself. But I'm just saying when I have to compare the two, I feel way better when I'm in the country. The more in the morning, the air is much crisper. It's cleaner. It just feels right, and then I'm there exercising and I'm sweating and I'm just feeling really really good. It's a great way to start the morning. Like I feel more energized. I feel like it wakes up all my muscles, all my senses, and I'm feeling good for the rest of the day. Like it sets me off, and I guess that's my reward. I haven't done it in a while. I got a little kind of lazy. And plus I've been watching a lot of stuff and trying to educate myself on a lot of stuff that I'm curious about. So it's like I end up going to bed late and then end up waking a little bit later than I normally would do in order to get up early and just walk or exercise. But I need to start it again, regardless of whether or not I'm in Kingston. Ugh. Is anybody there? I know I've just been talking like a blabbermouth.
The chat is supposed to be there now. Press it.
Huh?
The Chrome icon.
The comb icon? Wait, hold on. Are you talking about this?
Yeah, down the bottom.
Down the bottom?
You see the
Oh,
envelope
okay.
on the YouTube. No, don't listen, don't
Oh
listen.
shit, oh fuck. What did I do? What did I do?
No, go down the bottom.
Wait. Wait, hold on.
I go down the bottom now.
Wait, hold on, let it come into view.
Top chat, yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't go sideways?
Excuse me?
If I can push it sideways, push the screen sideways.
There's something you're looking for. Nothing's coming up, my love.
Right now, come up.
I have no idea. I don't know. Ask your husband how him set it up.
The top one chat.
What are you looking for?
Press that right there. You see that the bar but the screen go sideways?
Wait, are you talking about this?
No, down the bottom.
Okay.
If you have the very, very side, move the pitch up and down. At the very, very bottom, move pitch side to side.
Are you trying to say go all the way down to see if it will come up?
No, but see that?
Hey, it comes. Oh shit. Sorry.
Black, raised up
Alright, when it is that I click on this, yeah, I see. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh fuck. I feel like it's playing a game with us. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Bring it back up.
And two heads better than one.
Doing it.
Yay.
Alright, so that top chat, you see the three dot there beside the clock machine thing?
So beside the clock.
Top chat. You see the top chat right there, sir?
Top.
Bottom of the goal line.
Okay, yeah, top chat.
Press the three dot them on the corner right there, sir.
Look at Sash giving instructions. Huh?
Put the screen back down.
Okay.
Pop out chat.
Pop out chat? Okay, there we go.
Let's go to the chat.
Oh, my back.
That's the damn thing. Okay, I found the waterfall first. So you gotta walk and come to this location. Right?
Thanks.
I'm already like at 14 on the 21st for the heck of like.
So, how is she going to get home?
I think try first so I put that on taxi or something.
Because she's knocked out. Yeah. I'm a bit concerned.
But be concerned too. Try first, don't worry about it.
Okay. Because, yeah. Kingston, exactly, you know.
So apparently
It's not the country.
Spawned by the waterfall.
And she's not sleeping over, so, yeah. And somebody want to wake her up and, you know, take her home before it gets any later? That would be the respectable thing to do. Yeah, but I mean, how long? That's just it. I mean, budget your time. What are we doing? What time are we expecting to take her home? Sash, Pitney. What we do?
Well, wait for try first to bring her home.
Where is he?
He's there, sovereign bank.
Are you serious? What time is it now?
After 12, I think.
I can't believe it. Jeffrey's really going on the road at this time of night?
I'm gonna go for money if I can taxi, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, I would have thought that he would have thought about that earlier. When he went to the supermarket to get the orange juice and stuff. Like, why didn't he do it then?
Asking the wrong person, dude.
Is your husband? You're supposed to know.
I don't know. How is mine set up? Sometimes it's okay today. Tomorrow it's flat.
Do your balls hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
Pretty well, I guess.
Can you tell them in a knot? Can you tell them in a bow?
Yeah, I thought they kept short, but they
You don't know that song? You don't know that song? You can flip it around. When you get older, you're like, do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
I would not like to think so.
I sing it because it's funny.
Where's my
Don't worry. When you get older, I'll sing it with you.
Already, Ross. Okay.
Well, I'll have to get old sometime, please.
It's so that my mother, Jesus. Why not run down all age for you? Know, sit down for what I wait. It's there for everybody.
I don't like to say that I'm old. I like to say I'm mature. Yeah? It's inevitable. It's gotta come. But I'm mature with it.
Everybody
If I have to have an image of me being old, or what we call old, I would prefer to be known as being mature. Not old.
I'd like to be that grandma, everybody uncertain about my age.
Yeah, a respectable person in the community.
Is she 30? Is she 60? Is she 80?
And one who looks damn good for her age. Like, I can't
She been
tell.
here a while. How the fuck old is she? She old. She's not old. She looks young. What's going on?
Yeah. Hey, there's this. Yo, I was working at this place where help people get work in the U.S. Right? Anyway, a guy comes in and he says, "Oh yeah, he wants to go on the work and travel program," and I'm like, I was looking at him because he looks like a child. He has the face. He's short, and he doesn't look like a man. He looks like a child. Looks like a teenager in the face, and I'm like, Olivia, don't judge. Don't judge, because just like a lot of people think that I'm younger than I actually am. Yeah, you thought I was in my 20s, and I'm like, a lot of people think that I'm younger. So I know what it feels like. So I was like, okay, he's obviously not a child. Based on how he's talking and how he's dressed, he's not a child. But he looks like a child. It's like my mind is like trying to make the connection. Like, this is real. This is a real thing. He's not a child, but he looks like a child. He's a freaking adult. I'm like, damn. I saw him the other night. My aunt and I went to the gas station and I saw him. He's a taxi driver, and I'm like, I'm just looking at him, and I'm trying to see a man through that baby face, and I'm like, this is so weird. And I'm wondering, is that what people feel like with me?
Possibly.
Because I remember I told this guy my age, because he got my number, I got his number, and I told him my age, and he's like, I don't believe you. Let me see your license. Let me see your ID. And I showed him. And he's looking at my date of birth and looking at me. Looking at my date of birth and looking at me. And he's like, no. How you do it? I'm like, I don't wear makeup and I don't stay up in the night. I don't stay up at night. So I'm like, I don't know. You know, when you don't sleep at night, usually you have dark circles around your eyes. Like, there's a friend of mine, he's a photographer, and he stays up late in the night to, edit his things and so forth. And he has dark circles around his eyes, like huge dark circles. And so I said to him, you don't get much sleep, do you? He's like, no, I don't. I'm like, yeah, I can tell. I can tell. Like just look at a person's body, especially if you're a doctor, you know more about that kind of stuff. You can look at a person's. I'm supposing look at a person's body, certain discolorations or certain things, and I'm sure you'll be able to tell what might be wrong with the person.
Like herbal doctor and shit then.
Yeah,
Somebody can
yeah,
look
especially
for
with
you
herbal doctors.
and see what wrong with you. See if you drink more water and if you take this,
If you're
like that.
dehydrated, I know my body's dehydrated. I need more water in my system and less sugary stuff. You know, less chocolate and all that kind of stuff. Drink more water, flush out the system. I think that's why I've been eating more fruits lately. So for lunch, I'll go out and there's usually some men selling some fruits and I'll buy all the fruits that I love and I'm like, yeah, I want that, I want that. And I'll just sit down, I'll have it in front of me on the table and I'm like, yep, this is my lunch. And I have my melon, I have my gooseberries, especially if I get a sour sop, gosh. Oh gosh, I'll sit down and eat that big thing. I'm like, yeah, this is what I love. And it's like I don't feel hungry when I go home. I don't feel hungry. I'm full. I'm good to go. I don't eat until the next day because I don't feel hungry. The only time I actually eat at night is when I come here to Rion. That's the only time I ever eat dinner, and that's because of him. Otherwise, I don't feel hungry. I mean, I have enough fruits. I have something of substance for lunch. I'm good for the rest of the night. And if I'm gonna eat something for the night, I prefer it to be fruits again. Like,
you can do me a favor?
What?
Press. See if I can press that message.
What are you talking about? What message? This?
Below elderly.
Bill.
Just click the message.
Woman.
Below
elderly. Oh, okay, this?
Yeah. Go ahead and tree dot, the same tree dot then.
Okay. You make use of this a lot. Okay, what should I do? Lady.
Remove.
Remove?
I just put. Press again. That's what I'm do all of it.
I don't think you'll do that. Should I?
Yeah, do it. My fucking screen, goddammit. Hide user on this channel.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
That's a troll. And first said we can ban anybody who comes against the Emperor.
Are trolls dangerous and why? Is anybody there? Hello?
I'm not sure if anybody is there.
I think they probably went home. I mean, not went home. I know, right?
It's like 2019. Who was home?
I said I was in a lower VC, and I said sorry. I went downstairs for a second.
It depends on how your mind's operating at the time, how your perspective. Yeah.
And I killed them. I killed them all.
But yeah, are trolls dangerous, and if so, why?
Defamation will make you look bad.
Sahil, you're the biggest one I know. You should take this.
Oh my god. I mean, it depends on what they're doing. Like, there are a lot of harmless trolls who like troll with like some form of tact. So you know they're harmless, but you know, depending on what they're actually doing, if they're like actively being malicious, then yeah, they're harmful.
Malicious how?
I mean, there's multiple forms. Like, you know, you have some people that will join, they'll join servers on Discord and they will just post links and say it's like, oh, it's like an image, but you gotta click on the link, or it's like a Twitter link, but you click on it and it turns out to be a virus or something, right?
Yeah, I was about to ask that if it might be one.
Yeah, or they just, you know, come into voice chats to be annoying, like they just like spam and yell curses nonstop, stuff like that. But,
so it's really looking for attention.
Yeah.
Somebody who's bored and has nothing to do with their time. So hey, yeah. That sounds like something Cartman would do.
Yeah, from South Park.
South Park, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking retarded. Wait,
hey, don't
I respect the man.
Respect my authority.
Respect my it. Yeah, he's hilarious. Don't get me wrong, but he's such an asshole. He's so good at being an asshole.
Whoa.
Like, seriously, but you can't help but love him.
Is a professional asshole.
Yeah, indeed he is. Oh, you hate him, but you love him at the same time. Mm. Oh boy.
The new South Park season is actually going on right now, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to finish and then I'm gonna binge watch it. But...
What do you think about integrity? Wait. What do you think about the addition to that?
Wait, is he a new character this season?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen him yet. I haven't seen any episode from this season, so I don't know.
Okay.
So you don't have any integrity?
Integrity weed. Integrity.
That reminds me of how the only well, I mean, there's other black characters, but like for the school, the only black kid is Token, and his name is Token. Yeah, Token, like the token black person. Like that was a funny joke, also.
Oh boy, South Park always pushing the limits.
Yeah, they got banned in China actually with one of their episodes.
Oh, because of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like the Chinese, yeah, they look at things differently, and not gonna be having somebody disrespect their president.
Yeah. No, well, it's just a prime minister. Like I'm pretty sure most of the citizens don't really care. They probably don't even like him either, but they can't say anything. So.
Understood. So yeah, that got banned. So nobody's able to actually look for them and find old videos or anything like that. They completely wiped them out.
Yeah. Well, they restrict it, right? But if you have a VPN, you can still find episodes of South Park. It's just a lot harder. And because they recently in China they implemented something called the social credit system.
Yeah, I heard about that.
If you get caught like using VPNs and stuff or trying to access websites that are blocked, not only is that like an offense that can like possibly land you some time in jail, but it lowers your social credit score.
Damn, so you can't. You're limited to access to other things.
Yeah, you're limited access to like certain services. If you apply for a job, they'll see your credit score. They can deny you, like your job application. Yeah, loans, house mortgages, all that kind of stuff.
Damn.
So, yeah.
You can see where this is going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very like dystopian society.
What? No. If everyone just uses it correctly, no problem. What are you guys talking about?
No,
at the end of the day, you're human. You have certain desires, especially when they advertise certain things to you and get you hooked on certain things. Yeah. So
and a lot of times, if you ban or restrict something, that just makes people want to get in more.
Exactly.
Like I know a lot of people who didn't care about South Park, but when they heard that an episode of South Park got them banned from China, everybody went to go watch that episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, see, you guys have it all wrong, right? You guys are human beings. Those guys are just being curious. You see what I'm doing?
Oh, okay.
So, as long as you're being obedient, I think you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You're human.
Just shut up and be obedient and do what you're told.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh my God.
Do you think it's in our nature to be like that?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
It's probably just like a if something is, I don't know how to explain it, but there's a similar thing with like marketing where it's like if there's an item that you want to sell, right? And you want to make it seem like an exclusive item so you can sell it at a high price. Like for example, do you know the brand Supreme, right?
No, but continue.
Okay, so it's pretty much just this brand in the States. And it's just like they'll sell like really basic stuff like hoodies and stuff, or cell phone cases, and basic merch or clothing lines like that. And all it will have is like a red rectangle that says Supreme on it. So it's nothing like special clothing wise. But they have very limited runs of it. Like when they release something, they only make like 2,000 or 3,000 hoodies of like a certain. So they become, because there's only so many of them, even though it's just a plain hoodie that says Supreme on it, because there's only 3,000, people want it. So if something is scarce and it's hard to get, it makes you want it more, even if
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. If you could get a Supreme hoodie anywhere, then you don't really care because it's nothing special. But if there's
Exactly.
only 3,000, or let's say Supreme hoodies are banned in your country, so you have to import them illegally, then all of a sudden they become a desired commodity. So
It's kind
it's
of
like the
like with money. The more in circulation it is, the more the interest rate.
the,
Sorry.
yeah, and the more there's in circulation, the less valuable it is.
Yeah,
It's inflation.
less value. Yeah. Why am I stumbling over my words? Less valuable it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and the more scarce it is, the more desirable it is, and of course it becomes more expensive to have it. You know, exchange rates and all these things. But it's interesting. I think that's what the U.S. Never mind. I'm not gonna get into it.
No, what is
Hold,
it?
wait,
I didn't.
Yeah,
hold on,
that's
guys. Hold on. Oh, you're not talking to me. Okay, all right. Sorry. Try first was talking my direction, but I thought he was talking to me, but he's not.
Mm, okay. But what were you saying about the U.S.?
No, because I was curious the other day. I was looking up the whole money system, and yeah, just the different crashes that we've had with it. What I said, the
Oh
bubble
yeah,
burst and all these things.
yeah. There have been like three. One in 1930 something. Like
Yeah.
that was like the original Great Depression.
Yes.
One in 1983, I believe. And then the most recent
And
one,
2008.
2000. Yeah, 2008. Right. So
Yeah.
there have been three big, like economic bursts, in America, or caused by America anyway.
Hmm.
I had to do
Hmm.
something. Did you see it?
It was after World War II, Nixon took the U.S. dollar off the gold standard, right?
Yeah.
But do it already. You make a next account and do it.
Just thinking.
Before that, you could go to like the U.S. Reserve and then actually like exchange your bills for gold.
Really? You could
Yeah.
actually go there and do it?
Yeah, like
And that
and
got
like
locked off, no?
not like originally that was the reason you would have banknotes, because originally gold has always been valuable.
You had
Like
different banks.
throughout-
You
yeah,
had
you had
different
different.
banks back then.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Yeah, so like because throughout human history, gold has always been valuable, but it's just not efficient to carry around gold everywhere
True.
because it's heavy. So they would give them to banks, and the banks would, in exchange, give you a note. And a note, let's say, it'll say like legal tender 100, right? So
Mhm.
that $100 would, you could take it to a bank and exchange it for however much gold. But what happened was eventually, the in order to boost their economy, they ended up giving out and printing more notes
More notes.
than there was actual gold to have. So that created a thing where, okay, we got to get rid of gold standard,
I think
because
people
if
realized and everybody started asking back for their gold, and that's
yeah,
when Nixon took it off the gold standard.
yeah, because if everybody at like in one day just decided to go to like somewhere to exchange it and get gold for their money, they there wouldn't be enough. So they took it off the gold standard, and the reason they were able to take it off the gold standard is because since all like trading, like economically, like stocks and stuff, is done through Wall Street, or most of them is done through Wall Street. Um, they could get away with uh like removing the gold standard, and like they'll still remain an economic power.
Hmm. So, is it that? Do you think the Federal Reserve has gold? I mean, question. Okay, a lot of questions firing in my head. Because one of the questions I'm asking, yes, does the Federal Reserve have any gold after everybody asks for their gold? And two, at some point, I don't remember when, was it illegal for people to have gold?
um I'm not sure about if it was ever illegal for people to have gold. Maybe that it was, but I
At
can't say
some
whether
point
that was
in
ever a
history.
thing. Maybe, but yeah, like the U.S. definitely does have like some gold reserves in Fort Knox, but it's not a lot. Like they definitely say they have more than they actually do, because a lot of U.S. money is just in loans from other countries and stuff. So it's not like they literally have nothing there, like some people say, but it's not much. It's not like they have, untold riches that they're just keeping hidden or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. At the same
Cause,
time,
sorry.
no. After you, what were we gonna say?
No, I was thinking when everybody was giving, cause the United States, they stayed out of the war, instead funded it, right? They provided the weapons well. They took money from the other countries. They took gold and silver, right? But question, do does anybody know how much gold each other country had? And when it says that they asked back for their gold, started buying it back, how do you know how much gold was left with the Federal Reserve before Nixon took it off the gold standard? How do you know how much money they have? How much silver and gold is left with them? Can anybody answer that?
I'm not actually sure.
I remember seeing a video like there was some, I think it was Alan Greenspan at the time. He was saying something because he was I think he's the head of the Federal Reserve at the time. He was there saying that he the Federal Reserve has no gold or whatever the case is, and I'm like, if so be the case, then what they were saying, it's called a fiat system because it's no longer backed by silver and gold. It's basically just backed by the faith in the US dollar and the standard that people already have in their minds about it, or basically
Yeah,
buying and selling.
It's about the confidence of the U.S. economy.
Yeah,
Everybody,
you said it perfectly. The confidence of that people have in the US dollar. So they were trying to attach it to oil, so that people, the only way you could obtain oil and do all those other things, because I mean we use oil for a whole lot of things. So the only way you could obtain it is by buying it with the US dollar. So they're trying to attach that. And I think Venezuela, I don't remember who it was, he recognized what was happening and tried to take because Venezuela has one of the biggest oil reserves.
Oil reserves, yeah. Maduro, I think is what you're thinking of.
Yeah, and so of course they're trying to say, oh, let me take it off the gold standard. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know the full story because I didn't look into it as in depth as I should have. But yeah, and so they had a problem with that. Whoever buys it from them, of course, the U.S. Have a problem with that because you're messing up business for me. How are you gonna feel if somebody you have an agreement with some people and everything going on just the way you like it, and now somebody's gonna ruin part of the party? Like, I'm gonna have a problem with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I think.
But you have to understand, it's not. Like you mentioned earlier about basing your confidence on the U.S. dollar. Nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised if we're not measuring things. We're talking about the elite societies that determine, okay, this for your demand, I will give you X US dollars, and then that effect just trickles down to our economy.
Yeah.
There's this rare mineral up in the Congos. I think it's called tungsten. It's used for battery. Yeah. Oh, so you're aware? So
My wedding band is made from tungsten.
Oh my goodness.
Why? I don't know about it. Tell me. It's what you say. It's made from battery acid.
No.
No. In certain markets, that is very valuable. Like, let me look it up just so I'm not lying. The Washington Post back in 2016, I believe. It's like.
Yeah. I mean, it's valuable because tungsten is used in a lot of stuff, but it's not valuable in quantities comparable to like that of a ring.
The thing is, I've never listen. Okay, I wasn't taught, or I never learned the value of a wedding ring having to be a certain kind of material. Because to me, it's just a ring. Yeah, oh, it's nice, it's shiny. And then what? I'm like, it's just a ring. It's what it symbolizes.
It's only in the U.S. Like the U.S. is the country that started the whole diamond wedding ring.
Yeah, I remember.
Thing.
Yeah, I looked into it. I'm like, it's just a marketing ploy. Like
Yeah, it was never a thing before the U.S. made it popular.
exactly. So really, I don't give a fuck. The fact is, you're marrying who you love, who you have feelings for, who you want to spend the rest of your life with, and you're focused on a fucking ring. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's not that important.
It's not. It really isn't. And then people spend how much thousands of dollars on this thing. That I mean, really, was it really that necessary? Did she really need that diamond? I mean, it can't provide her food in on. It can't provide her food. I mean, directly. I mean, a diamond. It can't sustain your body. I mean, directly. It can't get water from it. It can't make it into food and eat it. I mean, without this whole system of things, it really can't do shit. It's just a pretty rock. So at the end of the day, I'm here looking at this thing and I'm like, okay, I got a lot of compliments and I felt good for the time. Now what? Really? It don't make sense.
I agree.
It just don't make sense. But again, people like to be a part of the crowd and hey, I want my friends to approve of my wedding ring and that I did this and I did that. I'm like, that's weird. You're seeking approval from your friends. Like, what about the person you married? What about that? How about your day? Yeah. How about other things that actually matter? What you're oohing and ahhing over a fucking ring that you're in debt to. Your husband's probably in debt paying off just because you want some compliments. How I'm just saying. No, but I'm saying, think about it. It's the truth.
We're not gonna hear.
I have a ring on my finger, and yes, it symbolizes whatever it's supposed to. Hey, my girl.
Mr. Sorry, I got hear something.
Okay, all right. Thank you for warning me. I did
I
not
actually
listen.
warned
It was
this
my
time.
fault. I did not listen. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Okay.
Shit.
But yeah, it to me it just doesn't make sense. And I know everybody has their desire or need to feel accepted or follow the trend of society, and everybody has the same looking ring. But what
Yeah,
about what you
it's
like?
it's very bland. Like even like disregarding like the money, like plain like diamond wedding ring would
I
go
like
better.
black
So
diamonds.
boring. Also, like it's not even that
Most of
nice.
the
It's
same.
kind of like everybody has one, so it's like okay, whatever.
My point exactly.
Yeah.
I remember when I was looking around for tungsten rings, and yeah, I was looking on Amazon, and I realized that a lot of persons in the comment sections they will say, "Oh yeah, they were looking for a replacement ring for their actual wedding band
Yeah,
because
that they lost.
that they either lost it or it's dented and scratched up." And I'm like, "You're you're intending to wear that ring all day every day for the rest of your life or whatever, right? Wear something that's durable, something that actually makes sense, something that it's not going to lose its shine and all. Well, it's metal, it's a material thing. It will have its wear and tear, but I want something that can take the potential scratches. And as if I'm not mistaken, tungsten is supposed to be scratch resistant, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Exactly. So why not wear something that actually makes sense
Yeah,
for
gold is
everyday thing?
it's such a soft, flimsy metal that's also
Exactly.
scratches easily. So it's like
Exactly. My point.
I'm trying to say
It's stupid.
In
battery health.
certain
I don't have
countries,
to change.
I think it's for like,
Battery
Palm
health
Sunday,
is not
they
battery
build these
life.
rings off of wreaths.
Two
And
different things.
I always thought that would be something really symbolic to do with someone. You build your rings off of plants, so that even when your rings do corrode and fade away, just kind of like love, it
Battery
still
health
exists
will
somewhere.
make my phone
It's no
can't
longer in physical
well
form.
charge.
See, this is me being, what do you call it?
This is what? Say that again.
This is me just, being hypothetical. I'm not planning to get married anytime soon.
And that's a fine choice. Nothing's done before its time. And if it's not meant to be, then it's not meant to be. And when it is that you find that girl, yeah, you make the most of it. But you don't have to be in a rush to do anything. And don't make anybody make you feel pressured into it either. You're not living your life for you.
I didn't see that over there.
Oh wow! Thank you very much.
We're gonna
You're
eradicate
welcome.
all of them.
No, where do I put on my sarcastic pants? Hold
Oh,
on.
shut up.
This morning.
Shut up.
You're just in the way.
That's not cool, man.
You don't.
It's alright.
Allow everyone to
Oh my god. Yes, see him. Did you see that video in Community Hall?
Let me see it real quick.
Peace time.
No Nut November poem.
Oh, I'm about to click it. Hold on.
Alright.
What are you guys doing?
There's a video in Community Hall. Somebody made a poem in school that he read about No Nut November, and it's really funny. You should watch it.
Okay.
First, you.
I know nothing about that kind of stuff, so I will ask my husband to help me look for it.
Wedding rings are proof women are greedy. Jesus
Excuse me?
Christ.
Rewind and come again.
Wedding rings are proof women are greedy. LOL. Who said LOL after that, yo? Not greedy.
We are greedy. No, who came in with that?
SSN.
No. I mean the whole concept of wearing a wedding ring. Who came in with that? Europeans. Well,
Island slaves were getting
The-
married.
like,
They couldn't like
why?
do anything. They'd have to jump the broom.
I heard that.
They're married.
I heard what?
When slaves wanted to get married, of course they couldn't get married because they're slaves.
Yeah.
What they
Why
used to
couldn't
do
they get
was
married?
slaves. Man, talk about tribes.
Why couldn't slaves get married?
Because they were slaves.
See,
They would have dead.
no, the concept of marriage is there are two types of
They
marriage.
couldn't make their marriage public because they would die. Slaves cannot
What
marry
what
each
what
other.
they would do is that if it is that the guy gets the girl pregnant,
Yeah.
they would often send them to another plantation.
Oh, but the pregnancy and I understand what Sasha's saying.
You leave it here all on the stuff.
You said they couldn't. You said that slaves cannot get married in public, but the marriage that you're talking about and the marriage I'm talking about is two different things. Prior to European colonization, marriage, especially if you go by Christian standard, you know what marriage is? When you profess your love to a woman and you lay with her and you consummate. Meaning, if I lay in a bed with you and I have sex with you and I say I love you, you're married. If you break that, that's on you. But as far as God is concerned, you're married. Europeans created, well, that's not an official marriage. In order to be officially married, you have to go to some priest and altar. You have to pay
to get
them
their blessing.
and to get their blessings, and they document.
But isn't
you.
if weddings, if marriage is a natural thing for humans, why are they charging us? Why do we have to get a license for something that's supposed to be normal?
Because according to them in their nation, they need to document who is with who.
But you have to get a license. A license. Why would you need a license in the first place if it's something that is your right? It's a part of you. If it's something that is normal. Why do I need permission?
That's why worldwide they have something called common law marriage. Worldwide, if you are with a woman and a man for a certain amount of time, well, in America, common law marriage, I don't know if it's still
What happened to the screen?
Huh? Oh no, don't ignore that. That's just it's buffering because it has to yeah.
I'm here wondering if they're seeing the same thing that we're seeing.
No,
That's
that's
why.
not happening to them because it's green down here. All they're seeing is it's still going. We have it buffered problem.
Okay.
The way it works is in America at the time when I read 7 years with the same woman, and then the government documents you down as common law marriage, but you don't have to go into any place and kiss each other and give rings. You don't have to do any of that other stuff.
Okay, so that leads me to ask, what's the purpose of marriage?
Because it's a status. It's a social status.
It's just a status thing?
Did you know, I think you did read it. Did you read the thing about diamonds were always worthless? Did you ever see that documentary on diamonds?
I saw a short clip.
Okay,
but
diamonds have no worth.
We were just talking about it.
This is what I've been saying all this
it was
time.
A marketing plan.
I saw all that. I saw that. Yeah.
They dug up all of these rare minerals and they were going for things that they could use for like to build things. And they came up against. They thought diamonds were glass, and they use it, and they at that time there was no diamonds have use now if you want to use them for laser technology and stuff like that. But at that time there was nothing else.
I've always asked that question to myself, like, why are people, oohing and eyeing over diamonds? It's just a pretty rock. Why the frig you paying how much money for it?
So what they did, because they had a mass amount of diamonds, is like, how can we sell this? So they created a marketing plan to say, we're going to give diamonds a social value. So they find beautiful women and created jewelry and put them on them. And
diamonds are forever.
Diamonds are forever, and make that.
If you really love her, you pay a year's salary on the ring.
So beautiful women used to get that. Oh my God, he loves me.
That means he really, really loves me, and then divorce.
Like, had to go and, if you want to prove your love to a woman, you have to go buy them the diamonds.
You have to buy them the ring.
So that now, when the diamond market went up, the guys were sitting on this worthless resource, just said, jump the price up even more. But there's no reason. The only reason why it has value is because people were told it has value.
Wait, sometime in the 80s or something, didn't people promote the whole pet rock thing?
Pet rock?
Yeah.
What's that?
They didn't have anything like that. People would buy the rock, a piece of stone, and have it as a pet.
Because people are stupid.
Just goes to show you can sell anything. What's your excuse?
That's so people buy it. So well, it's different. Your country, did you buy it? Well, then that's different.
What the hell do you do with it?
It didn't count. If you bought a pet rock, you're an idiot.
Well, or wait, no. You have the opposite. You have the person. Wait, what? You have no. Look at the contrast. Triforce. Look at the contrast. You have the person who is very smart to think of the idea. The idea that you can sell a rock and actually do it. Versus the people who are actually stupid enough to buy it.
A person is smart. People are stupid.
I'm just looking at the contrast between the two.
Health is a serious issue.
Yes, it is.
If people are depressed and they want to pet a rock, who are you to deny?
Say, come on, rock. Let's play ball.
I think if you're so depressed and lonely, you need to buy a pet rock. You might as well just kill yourself. Like, please, just find a train.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh, forever alone to a different level. Oh gosh. To a different level.
Godlike.
Yeah, I showed him those.
I was like, oh my God.
I found awesome Super Mario ring.
I missed out on the conversation, what they were saying.
Just show
I found Legend of Zelda. It had the Triforce symbol on it and everything.
Engraved in it.
Godlike.
It is. Just show it on the big screen, because she doesn't understand. Like,
Enlighten our darkness.
Yeah, where did ring that? I feel look good.
It says the rich and the famous set the trend for what's popular, right? You can have a stupid ass hairstyle that everybody's laughing at. As soon as Rihanna or some other celebrity wears it, oh my gosh, that is so fresh. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna go to the hairdresser to get that done.
Because Mr. She can have the same clothes for a white model, regular white model, and Rihanna put it on, and the figure just pull it out.
Yeah, because it's made to fit her, so she wears it well. What fits her body type doesn't necessarily fit everybody's, but everybody wants to dress like her because it's Rihanna. Like, okay. No, anybody can look sexy. Any woman. It's just about a matter of finding something that fits her body type, that suits her. Same thing with her hairstyle. Same thing with her clothes.
So which one is for female? Which one is
No, there's a couple.
They have ones that say women's and men's. They have ones that say just for men, like this one. And then they have...
what did just female one look like?
When I was looking for wedding bands for Rihanna, I saw these. Like if Rihanna... I was gonna tell you about these because I was saying that Triforce can get this because it has the symbol that he loves. What is that? The Phoenix? What is that? The Phoenix, right?
No, that's the Triforce band.
I know it's a Triforce band, but I was always asking. Well, I always wondered if it was supposed to be imitating the Phoenix.
Oh no, the concept of the Triforce is the wings like this, the Hylanian cross, and well, it depends on what it is. Because you see this right here, the three pyramids of Giza and the wings of Ra. The Triforce is supposed to be.
It's African. It's Egyptian.
It's
Egyptian.
African. Because when you say Egyptian,
like because you see the pyramids.
Yeah, but it's not an actual pyramid. It's actually a triangle. But the concept of it comes.
Oh, what's the difference?
It's African.
Oh.
Huh?
Never mind.
So which one you would I get now for me?
Oh, scroll up. I would just buy the double these.
You want it in gold?
I would just get what? First of all, people will see this and they're like, "What is that? You're married?" And yes, once because in this day and age, if she shows her ring, diamond, if she shows a gold ring like that, a Triforce ring, men would be like, "What the? That's a godlike." Oh, so you're married? Yes. To who? My husband. What's his name? Triforce. No, like, what's his real name? Triforce. I'd be like this,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Triforce is always trying to find somebody to want
Hey, if it makes them feel good, why not? You have enough people out there in the world who put people down. Why not give yourself self-praise? I say yes.
Sana Suke asked to get in Facebook to him.
Excuse him, what?
Somebody asked try for something.
Try.
They said he'll check.
I gotta go easy on this.
Question. How long is this?
Huh?
How long is what? How long is the stream gonna go for? Because I mean, my girl needs to go home.
No, she's sleeping.
Yeah, she's sleeping. But what I'm saying is that the intention was not for her to stay here. So are we making plans for her to go home? Because it's late.
No, so like I'm gonna put her in a taxi.
With her tired self.
What? Yeah, it's a taxi charter will take her to our house.
You charter a taxi to take her straight home?
That's the only way she can get home.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Because it's late. It's not exactly safe. So.
Yeah, I can wrap it up in 10 minutes. It's 12.
Finish the juice then. How much copper now you use?
Wait a minute. Daylight savings time just happened, Rian.
Just happened?
It's Christmas weather. Yay!
I just noticed my New York time, it matched that. This.
So what if on the same
Jamaica doesn't do daylight savings time.
Actually, one and change now, so yeah, y'all get. Yep. Match New York time now.
One of them is New York time, and the other one is Jamaican time.
Jamaica stays on true East Coast, Eastern time. New York isn't true Eastern time. It fluctuates.
Depends on where you are in America, right? The time zones differ.
I just remember walking home from school, and it was the sun was up, and by the time I reached home, my dark, and I said, "What the fuck?"
How did that happen?
And then by the time I go, "Oh yeah, sick of the season, longer, shorter days, longer nights." I'm like, oh.
I remember when I was in England when I was younger, and it was like 7 o'clock, and it's still bright outside. I'm like bright, and I'm like, I'm here looking at the clock, and I'm looking outside. I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, am I seeing right? And I'm there questioning it.
I'm there for like every concept of time you have, or you're born with, get fucked. Whatever you know is bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
D-Bot said, hey.
Who that?
Hey. Yeah, like that. Big Fat Al.
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert.
From Twitch, y'all won't see it. He's from the Twitch channel, so y'all actually won't see it.
It's a Shaggy. Shaggy get the part in the live Little Mermaid, right?
Huh?
Shaggy.
There's a new Little Mermaid?
Crab, the live action.
I haven't seen it.
It's on Broadway.
Interesting.
Yeah, Shaggy get the part in by the crab.
Interesting.
Like, under the sea.
Well, he has the voice for it, so why not? Perfect. It was just a Jamaican accent.
First time. And I was Shaggy do it first. Like, no, it wasn't Shaggy. I'm like,
trust me, it's sell off with him. Yeah, he has that same raspy voice as Sebastian.
And the part and the accent.
And the Jamaican accent. Perfect for it. Perfect fit.
And you can sing, because then you sing as a life,
Well,
as a
well, that
musical.
too. Yeah.
Everybody if you can sing, then you can sing
Perfect fit.
too. Everything shit, man. Fuck it up.
I'm sorry. You wanna you want me to
take off her one?
I'll take over to
Sleepyhead. Welcome back.
She's awake now, kinda, sorta. Take 60%.
Is it really the land of the living?
Yeah, right?
My phone needs charging.
It's 1 o'clock, yeah.
What time am I gonna go to bed? Because you were out by at least right since you're gone again.
Everybody's body has a clock. Like usually, as it hits 11 o'clock, I'm out like a light. But when I have company around me, of course, my senses are more alert, thinking, so I don't feel tired. But as soon as you guys leave, I bet it's gonna kick in. It's gonna kick in. But wait, hold on. What am I talking about? You guys aren't leaving.
Oh yeah.
Do y'all know who Juicy G is?
Juicy J?
Is it Juicy G or J?
What?
I know.
You sure it's not Jesse J?
No, Juicy J.
He's a rapper.
I'm sorry. I've been completely out of the loop of social media, so bear with me.
He has a specific song.
It's not done to do social media. He's a rapper.
Yeah, you have that
Once
song?
again, okay, where music is concerned,
That's still alive?
what once again, where all these new people coming in, I'm completely out of the loop. Anything celebrity wise,
The old rapper.
I have no idea. So bear with me.
Yeah, a long time I rap for you.
Long ass time.
Come on, no one old song. Mama.
Which song does he sing?
I can't play it now.
Oh, because
If
yeah,
I play it,
stream.
I know I want, because the old song. And then I'm going to sit and go rap the new song now. So I'm like, I'm thinking I'm there for a long time. Long time.
Like
Even did like Jada Kiss and Ella.
what's his name? Something the creator. Tyler the creator.
I love him.
I used to hear about him a lot, but I didn't
love him. He
know.
have no chill.
No, he doesn't, and he doesn't even look the
You
type
little
that
fucking
would
bitch.
be like that, but he is.
You're a big
And I
bitch.
guess that's what makes him interesting,
love
at least
you.
to me.
That's how he is.
It's
I'm gonna show you a video. He's golden. He's
Something from this something. Slob or my nut.
What is that?
Jesus fuck.
What is that? What is that?
What we are this?
Thank you.
Oh, you want some?
What flavor is
Let's get chocolate.
Can you not? I see your judging eyes.
I always
Your
like these.
pupils are judging me. Thank you.
Whoa, are those like double loot ghosts? Fam, there's double loot ghosts here. What the actual fuck? I've never seen that before.
I'll let the guys know. Pretty much done for the night.
Wrapping up now?
I can wrap up now.
Good.
But seriously, we can't stay up all night.
He's gonna be done with his game soon, and I think they're gonna get ready to go sleeping. I gotta get into a charter.
I wonder if I could do it all night or doing one of these.
Can you?
I don't know. I mean, when I was younger, I used to party, and we'd stay up all night and I'd watch the sun come up.
Yeah.
And then it's like once I see the sun, I don't feel tired anymore.
Okay, so
Yeah, so you just stay up throughout the entire day again, so you fix
Exactly.
your sleep schedule.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Queen Wednesday night, y'all.
I just end up cleaning.
Unless I'm gonna stay up.
Like once I get home, I don't want. It's like I'll try to fall asleep, and I realize it's not happening. So I'll get up and just start cleaning. And like, do something with your time. Oh well, I guess no. What I would do is watch videos if I was still doing something like that.
And she's up. Let's count down.
Rise and shine. Come wash your face. Come wash your face, my girl. Wake up.
7.
You wanna come wash your face? You okay? You're going back to sleep.
Y'all done?
I have no comment for you.
They can't wrap it up, wrap. Can't sit in
Just let them know. Well, no, you have to let Sash wrap it up. Sash don't want to wrap it up. No,
But
these
they can
little
do it,
micro
let them do
ants,
whatever
man.
too.
I don't trust them.
They can't see or hear anything.
Because she has a headset, so you gotta get a headset from her and let the guys know.
So what are we doing?
Oh, give her the headset. She'll let them know that we'll be back tomorrow for when we're in Spanish Town and all
Okay.
9 yards. Then I'm gonna take her out to the.
All right, so I'm gonna give the headphones back to Empress now. So I hope you guys have a great night or morning rather. All right. Enjoy your day. Bye.
Dun 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 dun. How y'all niggas doing? I hope you guys enjoyed that stream. We hope to do this every Saturday. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, and thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks to everyone who participated and came in and spoke with us and stuff. We will see you guys She's awake! We will see you guys tomorrow evening or afternoon, whichever one try for us choose to come on. Y'all will see tomorrow afternoon. So see y'all later. Pick up on yourself. Bye.